To an all new episode of Unhealthy and Unstable. We've been going so long, I forgot. I almost said a whole nother show. Another episode of Unhealthy and Unstable. I am one of your hosts. I'm pretty happy to be back. It's been a while. No. It's been a while. I was just kind of soaking it in for a second. It's been a minute. But we got the whole crew. First up, Joel. What's going on, Joel?
What's up? It's good to be back. We had a nice Christmas, New Year's, new year.
Yeah.
The year of the Superman, the Fantastic Four. There's a lot of nice geeky shit to look forward to. So
Absolutely.
I can already see AJ's replaced. What's her name? That just got engaged. He's replaced already. I mean, it's right there.
Zendaya, Selena Gomez.
No, that's Ana de Armas.
That's correct.
I thought you meant the person he replaced her with.
That is that. Look at his photo. Look at the photo.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't be knowing people's names. So it was a shot in the dark.
To be fair to Jamie, AJ is obsessed with any of those names you named. So it's ballpark.
Yeah.
You're a ballpark guy.
None of those would have been wrong.
No, at any given point of AJ's life, those are right answers. So I give you the points anyway. Welcoming back to Unhealthy and Unstable, Jamie. What's going on, Jamie?
Nothing much. I'm excited to be here talking with y'all. It's been a minute since I podcasted. Happy New Year to everybody. I know it's past the 7th, but if I haven't talked to you since last year, I'm gonna tell you Happy New Year. So Happy New Year to everybody. And
Happy Old Year.
Yeah, I'm excited for this year. There's a lot of things going on. So it's gonna be a busy year.
2025 is a big year for everyone here. So
And
shout out to Did, shout out to Mike. Big year for those guys too. AJ, you said not for you? Oh, great. Yep. Okay, well, we don't care. Also welcoming back is AJ. What's up, AJ?
All I gotta say is fuck you, Juwan.
Oh wow. Oh,
that's all.
Guy. It's like the first 5 minutes of YouTube. We're not gonna be able to monetize this. Relax, my guy.
Damn straight.
Dang, he said I'm here to take the bag.
Sabotage.
Can you let the people that own the show be the ones that sabotage our own show? Like, if you had waited 5 seconds, Joel would have dropped one. Like, we didn't need to wait super long.
I gotta be the first one.
No, come on, that's Joel's.
Hey,
show.
Trayvon, welcome back.
Trayvon.
Trayvon, did you see the switch of the name?
Well, you couldn't let him do it.
He was never going to do it. He was never going to figure it out. Ever. Did you notice, Trayvon?
No.
Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on.
You put the wrong one up anyway.
No. That was just the one that happened to be up at the time. I knew that wasn't the real one. But no one knows this song. No one knows what I'm establishing here.
I might swerve.
Is it the country rap song thing that people have been talking about?
I hate the people I podcast with. I just want to say that to start this new year. I hate the people I podcast with. I really do. Because it's going to be Didge that comes in here and Didge is like, yeah, of course. I know that song. No one else does. I hate where I work.
You know I
hate where I work. I hate where I work.
Was that right?
I apparently I hate the people in the comment section too. So let me just round it out. Let me round it out. I hate everyone.
No, stop being so dramatic.
I hate everyone. Shut up, AJ. Where's the mute button?
Queen.
Trayvon, put him back on mute.
No.
Okay, there we go. No, it's okay. I did it.
No, you didn't. I'm still here.
Trayvon, hitting buttons. Now all of a sudden, right? You want to be hitting buttons, but on Twitter you let me take the heat for that? Crazy talk.
I'm the one that followed you back. Just say that.
You're gonna want an apology?
I'm the one that followed him back.
Oh, please. AJ. You got no proof for that.
I see how it is.
We also don't like AJ, so. This is the chaos to start with. It didn't start till AJ came in. I'm just saying, Jamie, and Joel. It was very peaceful. And
what is this show called again, Juwan? What is this show called again?
Yes, but allow Joel to be unstable.
You guys aren't doing your job.
Oh my god.
I'm doing it for you. You're welcome.
Challenge.
You're ridiculous. Anyway, Trayvon, Happy New Year. Welcome back. We haven't podcasted in
3 months.
It's not 3 months. The last time we podcasted was the 19th of last month. You
does feel like
the
a while.
second time you said it, and I'm like,
It's been 5 years.
Literally, at first I was
true.
like, "Damn, it has been that long." I was like, "Wait, no."
Just think of it like this, Jamie. If ever you wanted to believe Trayvon, just remember we broke down the Superman trailer, and that was not 3 months ago. Okay,
No.
so
I was on one in December, and like, yeah, it does feel like a while ago, though. I don't know. So many things have happened since then.
When he first said it, I was at work, so I was sitting at my desk. I'm like, shit, 3 months ago? I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, because I'm like, I remember we didn't do Halloween, so I'm like, yeah, maybe it has been 3 months. So I'm like, wait a minute, no. I'm like, I remember talking Superman. Like, I'm like, that was not 3 months ago.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, Trayvon had me just sitting there staring out the window for like 20 minutes. Like, damn, 3 months. Where would we start? And I'm like, wait a minute. No, not no damn 3 months. Crazy.
Mission accomplished.
Chaos. It's just pure chaos. There you go. That's you. All right. Let's just get into it. Because y'all done already plucked my nerves. Already. All right. So let's start off with the hottest thing going on today. Obviously, we got the finale of Creature Commando Season 1. You made a face. Where'd you think I was going, Trayvon?
I don't know.
All right. Not that kind of host, buddy. Not that kind of host. I could see where you thought I was going, but no.
Lost track now. Fucking
No.
faces.
No. Anyway, so we got the finale of Creature Commandos. I'll be super short here if I pass to Joel. I thought it was great till the ending. Once I got towards the ending, it felt sped up. It felt very much unfinished in certain aspects. Like, I guess the big reveal was supposed to be like, oh, she really was evil. But I guess I wish throughout the show, maybe we got a little bit more of a feel of that.
I got it.
I mean, I got the possibility of it, but
no, we got.
Why she want to sleep with him so damn bad?
It was just you, Juwan, that didn't get it.
No, it's not that I didn't get it. I'm saying I would have liked to have seen it laid out a little bit better than what it was.
She ain't dead.
Because like when Clayface showed up, I didn't connect Clayface to her till the finale. Like I didn't think, oh, Clayface took over, you know. So go ahead, Jamie.
Well, just on that point about not connecting Clayface to her, I guess depending on your perspective, and if we're going with Joanne's, like, yeah, they didn't really lay any seeds for, at least from what I could connect, they didn't lay any seeds for Clayface being connected to the princess, except for that like little video thing, and even then, it looked like a different monster to me. So when they revealed it was Clayface, I actually was like, oh, nice. Like I didn't think about that. That was cool. So yeah, that was my perspective on it. But go ahead, Joanne.
No. I mean that, like I said, I don't have anything bad to say about it. I just it felt rushed. And then the end credit scene was exactly what I was hoping it fucking wasn't. It was exactly what I was hoping it wasn't. And as someone that now has to travel like an hour away to my job, I wake up even earlier. So this was the first thing I did when I woke up. And I'm like, shit, I'm curious. Like, what is it? Like, I thought the end credit scene was the new team. And I'm like, oh, that's dope, right? And I'm like, okay, great. So, like, you know, I'm getting dressed and stuff. And then, like, I hear the actual end credit scene come up. And I'm like, oh, shit, what is this? I'm like, I rank this right next to Hawkeye. Right fucking next to Hawkeye. With the level of annoyance I experienced this morning. Like, I didn't need some huge world-building thing. I just thought it was going to be important, is all I'm saying. I just thought it was going to be something like, make sure you stay to see what this is. And it was just, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. In my mind, the end credit scene was the new team. I'm happier that way. But, Joel, what was your thoughts on, I guess, the season as a whole? Because it's the introduction to James Gunn's DCU. And your thoughts on the finale?
That was very well done finale. It was a very sad finale. I
The
didn't
whole show was sad, man. I
I
was
had
not
a lot of
expecting
there was a
that.
lot of emotional moments, but this
Mhm.
specifically, I didn't expect her to die. So it was like, so it was one of those things where it's like, oh shit, they really did it. Especially after I got I know the character from the comics, and I was wondering like how close to it, how accurate it would be. And once they said she was born that way, I was like, oh, that's a little different than what I remember.
Hmm.
And then they're like, oh, they do experiments on her, but for a reason. It's not for no reason. Her father's not a crazy son, but she's there's reasons for it. She was sick or whatever, and that was sad in its own right. And then the mother, and then that was a whole crazy shit. um, so yeah, after the emotional aspects of it, I did overall. Like, how did I feel about her? Like the princess, and I in the beginning, I kind of thought she was good, and then obviously after they revealed in the vision that she was evil, I went with it. I'm like, okay, she is evil. They got to kill her. Blah 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 blah. So I just kind of followed that wherever they took me for the most part, until they got to. Well, like the whole thing with Clayface was interesting because like I always imagined that it happened afterwards, but I still didn't connect it like that.
Right.
That he was probably working for the princess, but I always imagined that it always like I always thought that the original professor was still that person. I didn't think that he was pretending to be her first. I just thought it was an after thing,
right?
Because they acted two different ways. It was just weird. So it didn't click for me that was the change. But the whole back and forth, I love how they presented it, even though even at the end, we kind of figured it out ourselves. I did like how the bride kind of broke it down and then went in there and shot her. She actually had a heart at the end. What else? It was just I love the new team. There's a lot of new characters. Some I recognize, some I didn't. Like I don't know what's her name, the Batwoman. Nesferata, I think was her name. I don't know her that well.
That's her name.
I was like, okay, cool. That's someone that we'll get to meet in the next season. Adding King Shark was cool. Seeing GI Robot, the Return of GI Robot, I loved that. That was cool. Like super.
Yeah, I was happy about that.
I was like, okay, GI. Who else? Oh, I forgot. I don't even know how you pronounce his name.
No. Hold on. Don't. I was waiting for you to do this because I know how much you love attention to detail. Don't try to pronounce a name because James said today he doesn't even know how to fucking pronounce a name. So don't even try. Don't try because the guy who just did the show said he doesn't.
Wait,
know
Joel,
how to
I want you to try now. Try it.
No, I'm just saying because any way you say it could be right, could be wrong. So you'll stress yourself on something you could be wrong about.
You know what I'm saying? Could be right.
I thought it could be. I pronounced it Khalees, but I don't know. I have no idea. It's Khalis. So
I do know to laugh because I'm looking at James and I'm like, all right, James is gonna tell me who this is. And when that motherfucker was like, I don't know how to say it. I'm just like, if you don't know, like, who am I supposed to depend on?
He's. I know he was the medic on the team during the what's it called Agents of Shade version of Creature Commander. He was the medic, but. So I'm like, okay, I'm curious where that goes to because there's a lot of different monsters you can fuck with. But I didn't that whole Nosferatu. I never really heard of her before. So
yeah,
she's new. She's a vampire, but like a bad vampire, like a beastie looking vampire. So cool. I like that. But aside from like the cool appearance from King Shark and other, unfortunately the post credits scene was kind of whack, because like it was. I compare it more to the Captain America scene where he's like
made me a little sad. Like,
yeah.
you kill another old lady.
The only difference was, Joel, I can at least give to you, right? Because we've had this conversation about the Captain America end credit scene. I can at least give to you. I see the humor in it because it was built. We always know these end credit scenes usually always are something, and that was one of the first ones that was nothing. It was nothing.
It's not that it was not for us. It's nothing, but for some people that don't know these characters as well. They probably really thought he died like when she shot him the fuck up.
No. For that I get. Again, him choosing to do it isn't as much of my issue as him making watching that end credit scene a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when Marvel did the Captain America thing, they weren't hyping up, make sure you guys don't leave. It was just,
well, he didn't say that.
knew,
he just said there is one. They asked him.
He
no.
He didn't say you have to wait and watch.
I did see him say, do not miss it. I did see him say that. And that's why I was just like, okay, cool. So that's why I thought the team up one was the end credit scene. Yeah, and then when it was just that, I was just like, I tell you this, though. I'm not going to call them the name that he said because I think it's a derogatory name to those people. But he knows how to find those kind of people. Apparently, he just has them on deck. Like, anytime he needs to be, like, fixed up, he just goes and finds them. I don't know where he finds them. He just finds these old ladies that patches them up.
He doesn't find them. They find him.
I don't know if he has a stable of old ladies somewhere. like when he needs one, he just calls them in. Like, hey, patch me up.
I'm like, is that the same old lady? Wait, I'm so confused. Like,
I think it's a different one, but I could be wrong.
It's a different one.
Yeah, because he killed the first one.
Yeah.
Right, but then remember, I think there was a second one. I think this is the third one, unless I'm tripping.
That was the last one. Was the second one?
Was the second one? I felt like there was a
because the flashback. That the guy that the woman that brought him back,
right?
He killed her,
right? Yeah, that I remember.
There was the lady that called him,
that's who I'm thinking of. Okay, so I assume that's one of the ladies on his roster.
I thought that was the same lady, but
maybe it was. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll relate to that.
But again, I don't know. But I thought that's the thing. Is that But I thought he killed her. Is this a new lady? He got
I assumed it was old lady. Like, I don't know.
He's got a roster. My man's got a roster.
The older lady was a completely different person from the new one from the end credit scene. That's a totally different person.
No, me and Joel get that. We're talking about. Remember the scene where the old lady made a call to him to say, "Hey, your wife is back." Right. Was that the same lady as the end credit scene, or is that a third lady? Is what me and Joel are asking. That's my point. I thought there were three people. So I'm like, this man just has a roster of old ladies on standby. It's crazy.
Yes.
I did, Joel, before I moved off you, I did want to bring up a point because I know you and Trayvon watch the when James Gunn does these video things, which I'm thankful that he does. More people should do that. I would like to hear directly from you right after an episode, not like a day or two later when you give me the making of blah blah blah. Like I want to hear in that day, like, okay, this, and this. Not necessarily how the sausage is made. But James did say that that's not that it won't be in the future, but that's not the voice of Sylvester Stallone.
It's not. It's digital.
Right. No, but I'm saying for people who maybe didn't know.
Who was the voice of Batman and Brave and Bold.
And Harley Quinn.
And Harley Quinn, that's correct.
Yeah. Yep. So it doesn't mean that Sylvester Stallone won't do it going forward. Yeah. It just means they weren't going to call Sylvester Stallone in for 5 seconds and pay him
the money it might have cost
$3 million. Right? Yeah. Because I mean, James said in the video that he did him a favor. So I assume the favor was, I'd much rather pay you like $5,000 than to pay Sylvester Stallone $5 million. So could you please do me this favor? Like quick cash, just come in real quick, just do the voice for 5 seconds.
It was good enough.
Right. They got the point across, which is that obviously that's another element of Suicide Squad that's fully canon. Is King Shark. And anything we saw that happened to King Shark in that movie. Trayvon, I'll go to you next. What are your thoughts on the season as a whole and your thoughts on the finale?
Okay, so the show was nice. So the characters were fine. I'm mad that they killed Nina. I'm disgusted at that. Wanted to turn it off. Well, she didn't deserve it.
I'm with you. I'm just saying disgusting.
Happy New Year, DJB.
Justice for Nina.
I see the bride in live action right away. Hurry up.
Oh, did you see someone showed like a photo of the actual actress in like the...
I did.
Cool. I'm like, it looked great, right? Like, I don't know why. I will say this, though. I'm noticing whoever the artist was for this show, obviously they're drawing characters, so it's going to look different. They made sure these characters were hotter than their actual counterparts. It's like, I saw the actual actress that was voicing the princess, nah, that princess had it. Like that princess had it. The actual actress, she okay. Like they put extra work into the princess. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them.
She's a pretty girl, actually.
Nah.
She was in the second Borat. She was his daughter. That was funny.
Yeah. So
What up?
what's up?
Yo.
What else can I say? The princess. I thought she was evil. Like as soon as she was pursuing Ric Flair as hard as she was, I was like, oh yeah, she's evil.
I have evidence too, Trayvon. I have evidence.
Not evidence.
Who are y'all convincing? I got evidence.
We don't gotta convince no one now, but when we said it, people, like I don't think she evil. Now we know.
To be fair, Jeremy, you think everybody's evil until proven otherwise. So
where's your evidence of that?
That's a good way to do it. That's a good way to do it.
Where is your evidence?
At this point, Jesus could be evil until proven otherwise.
No. I don't think people are evil unless they're evil. Go ahead, Trayvon.
LA about to be gone, so I don't know. Anyway, so I don't know. The show's cool. I'm excited to see live action versions of these characters. We're gonna see Nina. Kind of mad at that. Anyway, it's fine. I'm very curious how. What is this? Weasel, right?
Yeah.
Well, you've seen him live action.
Oh, I have. But he looked crazier in this.
In this?
Because it's a cartoon, so they took liberties in making him more cartoony.
If anything, he looked cuter in this than he did in the movie.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. In the movie, he was supposed to look disgusting.
He looks fucking mental in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have much to say about this. I mean, this show's cool. The flashback. It's almost the future thing. The flashbacks. It took my excitement down for them once we saw them, and it James like, don't pay attention to that. I'm like, okay.
That's not what he said.
Yes, he did to me.
No, he did.
Wait, you said Flash? Oh, you're talking about Batman.
Yeah, well, we see all that.
Well, the vision.
He's just like, don't pay attention to that.
He said, don't pay attention to the design will change. That's all.
Right.
You can't. It's not gonna be one for one. That's all he's saying.
I just don't get it. After that, I don't get excited for those scenes anymore. I'm like,
okay, so hold on, Trayvon. Let me help you here. Hold on, Joel. Hold on.
Well, it shouldn't matter anyway.
Let me help you here.
It's never gonna happen anyway.
Let me help you here. Let me help you here. So if the Batman thing bothered you, right? Look at it like this. You remember how big Batman looked?
It's more than Batman.
It's not the Batman thing.
Yeah.
It was the future of all the heroes.
Dying. Yeah.
You know I don't care too much about Batman. I'm talking about the characters.
So wait, hold on, because now I'm fucking confused. Because your complaint before was the Batman thing. Now it's what? You're afraid these characters might die?
No, he doesn't like that the characters looked one way, but then James don't get too attached to their look because they'll probably look different when you see them in live action.
I just need to see the DCU actually happen. I need this. Look, I'm waiting to see what the Superman movie does, right? So we can actually get to any of these characters. Right now, I'm not excited.
But you can't really see what they really look like. They were all silhouettes.
No, but hold on. My deeper issue is you really only saw their costumes. And all James is telling you is that is what will change. I don't think Starfire will now be like green. I think he just means whatever costume you saw him in, don't let that be, that's what their costume's going to look like.
Next person.
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm like, Captain America from each movie had a different costume. He didn't have the same costume for 5 movies.
You got a lot of the people that they teased looked a lot like their classic selves, and they might not look exactly like that when we see them like that.
Right. In James's mind, that's what he would love for them to look like, is their classic outfits, but he can't force whoever does the show or the movie to make them look like that. So it's more so like, this is if I could do Starfire, what I want her to look like. But whoever ends up doing Starfire, by all means, have her look however you want her to look. You know?
But you can still look at it as characters we'll see in the future. That's fine.
Yeah. And I think, if anything, he was showing you characters you might see sooner than you think.
Right.
Right? You know, because then why show those specific characters is the question, right?
Right.
Because you could have just shown Superman, and we would have gotten the point. You know what I'm saying? Fair. Why show all the characters you showed?
Yeah, to me, it was just the fact that James Gunn wanted us to know that these heroes were already in this universe. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
To speak on DJ V's point on the princess was evil and Circe was just bullshitting. Circe is known for being clairvoyant anyway, so that was like the golden thing that I like thought that was true, because she is known to be clairvoyant. So I didn't think she was bullshitting.
So am I.
Especially when she showed that future to Amanda Waller.
I will say, as I pass this to you, AJ, one thing that not bothered me, but like it, I guess confused me just a little bit. I'm confused how far back this Amanda Waller goes canonically, because she seemed like someone when she was shown that had a fear of, if we lose our greatest heroes, what then will happen, right? Mm-hmm. But this is the same Amanda Waller that last time we saw her, it was kind of just like, fuck these heroes, right? Like, I don't trust them, I don't like them. So I'm like, I get the logic of, I don't have to like them to know I need them, but her fear seemed so surreal, and it's like, I would have liked to have. I mean, maybe in her show we'll see a little bit more, but I just kind of felt like Amanda Waller is a lot tighter than that, right? Mm-hmm. And she kind of played her hand very quickly, very early, as opposed to the Amanda Waller we're used to. That kind of would have been a little bit more reserved in that moment. She might have felt it, but she would have been a little bit more reserved and not reacted so drastically.
For me, I don't think it was the fear of these heroes dying. I think it was just the fear of her losing the world, basically. And that's what made her more reactionary, because her whole MO is to protect not just Earth, but just America as a whole. So that's where I think she's coming from, more so than, these heroes are dying. I think it's more so, America is in danger, more so than anything else.
And if they got taken out, then
I don't think she really cares about that. I just think she's trying to protect her own, because she's known for caring for humanity, but not meta
in extreme ways.
Yeah, say in the worst ways possible.
Yeah. Yes, but nonetheless, she still cares.
Yes, fair. Yeah. What were your thoughts, AJ, on this season and the finale?
Yeah. Okay, so at the beginning, I was like really, really like, should I watch this? Should I just wait? And I just ultimately decided to wait. So I binged the entire thing today.
Damn.
I had a lot of fun with it. It's very emotional. I really did like that. I did enjoy all of the backstories of these characters. I do agree with a lot of people that I wish this was extended a couple more episodes. But other than that, I think that's just due to how much I just enjoyed these characters. The Bride was amazing. She's probably like my favorite character out of all of them. But yeah, the Bride was amazing. The backstory with Weasel, I think that was the best backstory that James did with these characters.
Interesting.
Yes,
that was a good one.
My favorite. I'm with Trayvon. That Nina one, man, really stuck with me.
That Nina one was really good too.
Really
that was my second favorite.
That was heartbreaking.
I wouldn't have. Because think about it. Everyone that had their no, GI Robot did. Oh, so maybe I should have seen it coming. Never mind. I was gonna say everyone that had their flashback had like an actual moment, right? And I'm like, no, GI Robot died. I mean, he had his moment and then died. I feel like Nina didn't have a chance to have her moment. She just died in like the worst way possible.
I've noticed that a lot of people like didn't really care for Nina because she ain't like really didn't fight or anything. She ain't really do anything significant.
She's a pacifist.
For me, my point of view is that she wasn't supposed to. She was just supposed to be the heart of this team.
It was supposed to be more so. James wrote this beautifully. So he wrote it to where it's like she doesn't believe in violence. The one time she ensues violence, she dies because of it. Yes. Right? She spent her whole life avoiding violence. I'm not fighting back. I'm not going to do it. Now, I will say, Trayvon, the thing I was most upset with, I don't know the character. So I thought I thought when the bride was saying, you have to do, I thought we was about to get some water bending, crazy type shit. And when it was just like, take this knife, I'm like, this knife? What do you do? Like, what do you do? I thought she had like some kind of power she was hiding.
But it makes sense. They killed her dad. That's what I thought.
You said what?
I thought she was gonna lose it when they killed her dad.
Yeah, same.
I thought she was gonna kill all them guys around, and then that's why they sent her to.
I still don't understand why they sent her where they sent her.
Why did they just send her to jail because she's a water lady or a fish lady?
She was
contaminating the water. That's why they sent her.
That poor girl ain't do shit. And they were just like, "You're different." Jail. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because she made it sound like when she talked to Flag, everyone in this room deserves to be here. Then you look at Nina's story and you're just like, her? Like, how? Like, at least the Weasel thing looks like he killed people, right? We know Nina didn't kill no one. She didn't bother no one.
The whole thing, I think the whole thing with this universe, this universe is everybody is scared of monsters. Even with Weasel, that man just instantly thought that he was just a monster and did really nothing but make things worse. With Nina, she looks like a monster because that's what her father made her to be, scientifically, not emotionally or anything. But
I like that twist too. I said it earlier, but I like the twist of them. It was an accident. It was an experiment. That's how it was in the comics. But she was normal when that happened in the comics.
Yes.
They gave her a reason for her to become a mutant fish woman.
No, I mean, look, James, we know one thing James conveys as I pass to you, Jamie. One thing James conveys very well is giving a voice to the voiceless, right? That's what the Guardians movies was about, right? Like the people the galaxy had given up on, right? He was essentially doing the Breakfast Club in space. So I mean, I loved what he did with. Oh my God, is that someone's fan?
Is that yours?
No.
Oh, it's probably mine. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Mr. Form Mystery's point, Nina, her mere existence is a crime. I agree with that. It's just if you look like a monster, you are.
Yeah, but okay. To that point, I get that sense, but my only issue is that she should have her day in court, right? To where maybe you find something for her that's not
take her dad to court. She didn't do nothing.
Well, he died, so he lost that opportunity once he got shot in the back. Every time I see a character get an origin story. Oh, anime. I thought you meant a Beam like the rapper.
See, like, I did too. I was like, huh? What?
Yeah, I was like, what did he do? But no, Jamie, as I pass it to you, your thoughts on the introduction to this new DCU and your thoughts on the season and the finale.
Yeah, I like this. I was really surprised by this series. I really didn't know anything about the Creature Commandos. I'm familiar with Waller because she's been in a few of the previous like DC movies. So I kind of got the general gist of this being like somewhat like a Suicide Squad team. Come to find out, she runs a lot of teams like that, which I was that's wild to me. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by like the backstories that everybody on the team got. Because I honestly didn't know what to expect with this show, and I feel like what they did as far as like showing us this team of characters and then showing like how each person got there, I think was really masterfully done. And they've been doing a great job with like the DC projects, the recent DC projects, with making me sympathize for like the quote unquote, or maybe no quotes, bad guys of the DC universe. So yeah, I feel like that's just a testament to the great storytelling that we've seen. As far as the series as a whole, definitely enjoyed it. I was actually surprised when me and John were talking earlier today, and I was like, oh yeah, I have to watch the Creature Commandos before the podcast. He's like, yeah, you better, it's the finale. And I was like, the finale? Really? I could have sworn there was going to be like at least another episode or two that would come out. I feel like ending on 7 is a little strange, but
Odd is what it is.
It is odd.
Literally odd.
But I do feel like they did get there to the end. I do kind of sympathize with your point, Joanne, of it feeling a little bit rushed, just because, like, you know, we were on in the last episode, what feels like suddenly. But I think they got there. As far as like expecting Circe to be evil or not, I called it from day one. Let me see. Let me pull up my evidence. So this
is evil.
Hold on. Let's just point out. Jamie was. She thinks everybody's evil.
No, I only think the evil are evil.
Acolyte? Remember
well, who did I say? I said a lot of people are evil.
Yeah, you thought everybody was evil.
Listen, was I wrong?
Everybody was an acolyte.
Was I wrong? There was a lot of evil things happening.
Hey, Jamie, this is how you respond to AJ. You were wrong till you weren't. Exactly. At some point, you got the right answer, so you were wrong till you weren't.
Mean, that doesn't sound quite as good. But listen, on December 5th, I think this was the first episode. Maybe it was the second. I said the princess got to be evil. She doing a lot, and then I said her horniness feels motivated by evil.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the only person that was with me on that was Trayvon. We saw.
You know what? You know what? I will not begin to tell you how that makes sense to me. How many ways that makes sense to me? No. Not your logic. Who the logic came from?
No. It didn't come from Trayvon. It came from me.
What makes sense to me? No. It was in his heart. He looked at that woman and said, "Woman, evil." That's what happened. No, he didn't think that about Red Flag. How you know Red Flag wasn't in on it?
Trayvon just put the shouting emote to be like, yeah, I agree. I was the one that said that because I knew it just did not feel right.
Horny
even the way she approached him.
No,
no, her horny ass was evil.
He saw a woman and went full. What was it? Barnacle Boy. Evil. He saw a woman and went full evil. He knew it. That's what happened. He's not slick. I knew it. Okay, thank you. It all makes sense now. Now I know where you got it from. Trayvon, got it. Okay.
Oh,
listen, we got it. We knew. Okay, we just saw through these things. That Frankenstein episode, yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot.
Y'all got it. What is? Can y'all? Y'all gotta relax. All right.
See, I didn't say Frankenstein was evil, and he's a very horny individual.
Trayvon did do chaos magic. I'm telling you, he did. All right, that man slept with a corpse. He is sicko. Who slept with a corpse?
Frankenstein.
The doctor.
Yeah. Dr.
Oh yes.
We talked about the first day. That motherfucker.
Yeah, that was.
He was sus. That was fucked up.
That was really bad. Yeah, but
a stalker.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, Frankenstein's monster.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying that was messed up what the doctor did?
Yes.
No. Hold on. Because I remember I sat here and fought for the fact that he deserved nothing but death for that nasty, despicable shit he did. And y'all said, nah, he didn't deserve that. What that monster did is what that doctor deserved. Because A, you made her for him. Her whole purpose was him. And you said, nah, I'm going to dip my toe in, see if the water's
See, hold on. That is not what happened.
Death was needed.
That's not what happened.
Despicable.
That might have been his purpose, but she did not like him from jump. So what do you mean?
No,
But why?
yeah.
Why?
You didn't like him from
Because
No,
he came on like a creep.
Time out. Hold on.
he
Hold
was
on.
a creep from
Time
the
out. Give me a
second
second.
she was away.
Every guy, right, has had a moment where you're either at a club or a function, right? You're with your friends, you see some girls, where you tell you tell the girl that you're talking to, like, hey, I got a friend for one of your girlfriends. You know he ugly as shit, but you can't let him be lonely out here.
Yeah,
so as soon as
if that same girl comes to you and say, "Oh, but I want you,"
you can't do that to your homeboy. No, sorry.
But it's not even like that. In order for this equation to be the same, you have to be at a club with your daughter, and your daughter's supposed to be going out with some dude, but you're going to get with your daughter instead. That's what happened. He made this girl, raised her, taught her her first words, and
don't
work with her.
That made it so much worse.
That was disgusting.
Move on. No, we're gonna move on. Don't word it like that. That was crazy.
That's what happened.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that. You know what? I think we're gonna wrap it up. This has been a comeback episode, guys. We'll see you next week. Yeah, we're just gonna move on.
From the other hand, with this show, it just shows how unhinged the DCU can be.
Yeah.
So if we get something like a Deathstroke movie, that would be crazy. If we get
or
that's the other thing. I will say. Oh, go. What were you say, Trayvon?
I said, or in his James Gunn's mind is.
Well,
that I won't argue. Yeah.
I mean, have you seen some of the shit?
Yeah, that part is also a little.
This is definitely up his alley.
But yeah, it does kind of make me think, because I know a lot of people. I'm just, my parents specifically. They're always like, "Oh, DC's always so dark. They don't have fun, whatever." I don't know. I can't help them. I'm related to them. I can't help it.
I'm related to them.
But I'm like, I'm not gonna act like they're wrong, because there are a lot of dark stories in DC, and
dark stories in Marvel.
Yeah, there are. But
not too much on them.
When people say dark,
it doesn't feed into a narrative, Joanne.
Which
so they don't
specific
movies?
That's what we're talking about.
So my thing with Creature Commandos, because I do think it was good, but again, like starting the DCEU with like this really dark thing, and I know a lot of people.
No E.
Okay, cut that
out. No E. That's going backwards. Forward.
A lot of people complain about like how DC is so dark and everything. And I don't think Creature Commandos really helps in that case, even though it is a good show. And Penguin was a good show, but both dark. So I'm curious, like, are they gonna add something that's like, it doesn't have to be like Sunshine
Superman,
and Roses, but
Superman.
Even that looks like it could get a little dark.
What?
A little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Okay, all right.
Listen, I'm not against the darkness. I am not against the dark. I'm just
that
saying,
was probably the most Marvel-looking DC movie James Gunn could ever give us, and you're saying, nah, it still kind of feels dark. I don't know where you're getting that from.
I said it could get a little dark. I'm not saying it will. I'm saying
someone turn off the lights and I don't like it.
Listen, Superman got his ass beat. You don't think there's gonna be a moment where we're all just sitting there like, oh my god,
it's emotional though.
Hold on, Jamie.
Did we watch Captain America get his ass beat like 30 times?
Listen, I'm not. I am with you guys. I'm just saying.
Catch some trees.
I'm just saying. People are gonna take any excuse they can.
So he
can't
get his asshole? That I don't see the.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
We need a comedy, guys. DCU needs a comedy in here.
A comedy.
Getting boosted gold. Getting boosted gold. Remember that.
Come back, Jawan.
Creature Commandos was funny. Well, it was an action comedy.
Dark comedy.
It is. There you go. Dark comedy.
Yeah. No, you know what? Hold on. No. I want us to do this. I want to hold feet to the fire. Hold on a second.
Not my feet.
What? No. This is not a no. This is not a negative. When I know saying feet to the fire sounds like it's not a negative. Not other people. I want to know just you, Jamie.
Okay.
What does dark mean to you? Because let me tell you why I asked that. So it doesn't sound like a negative thing. I know people that think DC's dark because the last set of movies we got were visually dark. Right? They were like visually dark.
It was a lighting thing.
Right. Because I'm like, those movies tonally aren't much different than your Civil Wars, your Infinity Wars, your Endgames, your No Way Homes. No Way Home was as dark of a fucking movie as you can get. Anyone that could have died in Peter Parker's life seemed like they died, disappeared, no longer knows them. That's dark, right? That's not happy and sunshine. Yeah. So I'm just trying to understand better what for you, what is dark?
Well, I don't think like the visuals being like dark, or I guess like less full of color makes something necessarily dark. It can definitely affect your mood. Like I get seasonal depression every year just because like, the sun's not around. I'm like, damn, it's dark.
You be feeling it.
But that doesn't make the content itself dark. For me, the darkness is with like the writing and the story. Like, somebody lost their mom and their dad as a kid and they were homeless and all that. Like, that's kind of like sad. I don't know if I put it as dark. I don't know. Maybe dark for me is like sad and disturbing. I think that's what I'll go with. Sad and disturbing. I would say that's dark.
Okay, and again, let me be very clear. I did not ask this as like a probe to attack whatever your answer was. I just wanted clarity because, like I said, I hear from a lot of people, dark is just how it visually looked. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, Man of Steel was about hope, right?
Yeah.
BVS was about kind of figuring out two sides that have differences, how you can solve that, right? Like a lot of the underlying meanings for a lot of these movies were light tones, right? Now, seeing Superman fight Batman, that's something we've seen numerous times in the comics, right? That's not necessarily dark, right? So Doomsday, we know that's a darker story, but we know what comes from that. We know what comes from that story. So I'm just saying, for me personally, when I hear dark, it infuriates me because it seems like the sides that say it are never clear on what it is that's dark. It's just dark.
See, and I'm with you, Jawan, and I'll tell you what frustrates me is my mom, my dad love Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones might be one of the darkest shows ever. They're totally fine with that.
And tonally, right?
But they're totally fine with it. So I was like, why is it the Game of Thrones is okay, but DC can't be dark?
I mean, it's a lesson in the things we like, we defend, the things we don't, we destroy, right? That was the only reason I brought it up, Jamie. I just wanted to be clear. It was not to stir any kind of argument or anything. I just wanted someone who said those words to tell me in their opinion what the darkness is. Because I didn't leave Man of Steel thinking, damn, this is dark. I thought maybe visually it could have been brighter if for a Superman movie, but Superman Returns had elements that were kind of the same. So part of me was just like, maybe that's just how people see Superman. Like I don't know anymore.
I have a comment.
Yeah.
So when I first saw the new Superman trailer, I was going for a loop when his ass was beaten in the very beginning. I was like, I thought this was supposed to be the wholesome, bright, happy Superman, the one that saves cats from trees. I'm just saying.
That's your fault. No one told you that was going to happen.
But wait, hold on. Time out.
Those two did it. You said that.
But hold on.
Fought against that the whole time.
But hold on, Joel. Those two things are not mutually exclusive. There are plenty of comics where Superman is saving a cat out of a tree, and then Darkseid boom tubes in and beats the dog shit out of Superman. Like Superman getting his ass beat. No, I get you, Trayvon. I'm just saying Superman getting his ass beat, I don't think should define the tone of how that whole movie is.
I feel like putting it at the beginning sets the tone.
No, but I'm saying I don't think I ever want to see a superhero start that they just blowing. Like, this isn't One Punch Man. Like, Superman shouldn't be breezing through his villains. He should get his ass beat. I mean, Superman very often gets his ass beat.
Superman never breezes through his villains.
He very much gets his ass beat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we talk about this all the time. Man doesn't know how to fight. He's just strong.
That's why it always annoys me when people say there can never be a good Superman story because he'll just beat his villains up one hit. I'm like, wait, what?
Then you never watched or read.
Yeah,
Superman
that
beats
always
all the time.
confused me.
I will always say, if you're ever trying to get a feel of how you can do a bright and beautiful Superman story, but also showcase that Superman can get dog walked, Batman and Superman Apocalypse is the perfect example of that. Metropolis is so beautiful, right? It's so light. You're having fun. Then all of a sudden, car kidnap. Superman gets the dog shit beat out of him. I mean, the utter dog shit beat out of him. It happens. That's Superman.
To speak on Mystery's point that Superman knows Kryptonian martial arts, that is true.
It doesn't convert on Earth.
Hold on. It is prevalent in New 52, but other stuff he doesn't really learn it. Like in other iterations, Batman has to teach him how to do martial arts, and there's other iterations where he just steamrolls through everybody. There's other iterations that he actually learns.
There's Golden Age Superman where he can turn back time.
Yeah,
you know, there's a lot of
right.
There's a lot of iterations of different Supermans.
Now, I will say this: people aren't wrong that believe Superman sometimes is written like Goku. You're not wrong, right? Like,
they are wrong on that.
No. I mean, in the instinct of think about every time Goku's been pushed to the limit, right? It's never just damn Goku's defeated. It's nope. Goku finds a 15th gear to kick into. That's usually Superman. Superman just finds that 15th gear to kick into.
Yes, but the difference is that Goku actually knows how to do martial arts.
Oh no, I'm not talking about specifically fighting. Okay. I'm just saying, like when you think of Goku and you think of Goku always wins, right? Yeah. Like Superman always, like it's never like Superman gets his ass beat. Like the only time I remember Superman really losing was Doomsday, right? And it took all that time to come back. And it was usually Superman in that same thing comes right back, wins. Like we saw Batman get his back broken. He had to recover, come back, do it again, right?
Even Man of Steel, though, I know that Superman won that fight, but all in all, Zod was beating his ass.
He did, bro. That movie is so great. I love it so much, man. Darkseid just showed up to his farm and was just like, "Now you thought it was over?"
Nah. Hold on.
That's the one.
What happened after that? Right? What happened after that?
Car dog walked him. Yeah, that's for sure. I get you that.
That's a really good comment.
Let's see that live action.
Yeah,
I would love to see that, Trayvon. I'm with you there.
These movies have to exist. You know,
I'm with you there. I mean, Superman does know how to fight. It's just sometimes he's given weak villains. Yes. No. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. When I say know how to fight, I know most people are thinking like you know how to throw a punch. What I'm saying is that Superman's ability to fight just comes from him being strong. That's it. That's really it. There is no technique. It's just he's strong.
Like I said, before.
Right? Exactly. Well, Spider-Man's more athleticism. Like,
right, but he doesn't really know how to fight.
Not at all.
He's just super agile.
Right.
Okay, hold on. So, with Spider-Man, at least, these comic writers, including Superman, I feel like they're just like really lazy now because in the past, Spider-Man learns martial arts from Shang-Chi. With Superman, he learns to fight with either Batman or Kryptonian style, thanks to the Codex. But I think for me, a lot of these writers don't want them to know these martial arts because they have street level fighters, and that's their what's
thing.
The word? Forte.
You're stepping on their
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but also Superman is extremely strong. He does not need to know how to do Taekwondo. Like to me, it's just it's too much.
The only time that comes in handy is when he's in the arena during the what's it called, the Battle World thing.
Yeah, stuff like that. Right.
Where he's a gladiator. That makes sense.
When he doesn't know, when he doesn't have any powers and stuff like that.
Right. Exactly. Right. That's where it's tougher for him. That's
right. All right, let's move on. Okay, so in our time being gone, sticking in the DC world, there has been so much confusion, a lot coming most recently when it comes to the Batman Part 2, Batman Brave and the Bold. So you have James Gunn alluding to the fact of, the script isn't where I want it to be for Brave and the Bold. So nothing's really happening right now, right? That was the last thing James Gunn had said in regards to a Batman, right? Then you kind of get Matt Reeves saying, yeah, I'm slowly still working on the script. We're going to be shooting this year. He was also asked about maybe integrating his Batman into the DCU. He kind of, let me just tell you what I took it as. I don't even want to say what he said. I'm telling you, I took it as, let's see. Let's see. Let's play by ear. Let's see. That's what I took it as, right? I took it as, let's see. I don't know. It's not a yes. It's not a no. Let's see. Then you have the actual director of Brave and the Bold coming out and saying, no. Matt Reeves is doing his shit. I'm still here, ready and willing to do my shit, right? So it's very much a tug of war. And unfortunately, I feel like James is not stepping in to tell both sides to just say nothing until James figures out what he wants to do.
Here's the thing. It's not what James wants to do, because it's really more what Matt wants to do. Because Matt, and he's going to give Matt the right to either stay in what he's doing or integrate, right? So that's why
I hate this, bro. I hate this, bro.
Well,
He's speaking like somebody that doesn't know.
To be fair, I agree that he needs to be fired.
Well, here's the thing.
No, not Matt Reeves. I'm thinking about
Matt
Andy
Muschietti.
Sorry.
Yeah, Muschietti.
I'm thinking about Andy Muschietti.
Here's the thing with Muschietti, though. He says the last time he talked to James Gunn was before he started filming Superman.
Superman.
That's the last time they talked.
I mean, which
was months ago.
Yeah, man's been busy. So
yeah, well, imagine, but he's also
still
saying that
gonna
he's
be
working
busy.
on it. Right, but my thing is, they just asked him what they just asked him about the status of Batman, and that's why he doesn't know, because it's been months.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I don't blame Andy. I don't blame Matt. I'm saying James should tell them, shut up.
That I do agree.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Stop talking, yes.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Because you're going to continue.
James is that he wants to be like an open book, basically. He wants everybody to know what's going on. So I think that's his style.
No, but you know what I think James is doing? I've seen this, and it's a classic case of this. In just regards to this Batman situation, not overall. In this Batman situation, James is very much playing the game of, I want everyone to like me. So for those people that want the idea of Brave and the Bold and the idea of Andy to do it, I didn't say he's not doing it. Those of you that want Matt Reeves to come in and have his Batman integrated, I didn't say he wasn't going to do it. I'm playing both sides. So he decides which side he's going with. Which again, if that's his thing, no problem. I'm just saying I think it's real disrespectful to Andy to not just tell him to stop, because he's going to continue to speak about this only to possibly have the carpet ripped from my under.
He a grown ass man. He knows how to talk and not to talk.
No. I'm saying if I'm Andy and the last thing I heard was my movie's still happening and I have not heard otherwise, I'm going to tell people my movie's still happening and I haven't heard otherwise.
Between you and James Gunn, you should know that already. You shouldn't tell the press anything. If there's no conversation between
Matt Reeves just did the same thing.
None of them should be. None of them, like you said, none of them should be talking if they don't have a plan.
Go ahead, Trevor.
Go watch Superman, or you ain't gonna get shit else.
So that's it. I agree.
So that's it. If y'all want my movie or anything after this, watch Superman.
I'm gonna see it 3 times.
Fair. So the exact quote that Andy had was, "As for my involvement in the project, there are good intentions for now. They want to make the film with me, and I want to do it. I'm looking forward to working on the film."
Good intentions for now. That's a little.
I mean, he's speaking honestly. Joel said the last time he spoke to the man was like 8 months ago. So it's like he's being honest. He's saying, for now, everything seems good.
That's what I talk to him.
Right? Like everything seems good. You know? Yeah. You know what Andy's kind of making it sound like? You ever hear like a dad tell like his kids, what did your mom say? Mom said we can have the cookies. All right, then go ahead, have some cookies. That looks like where Andy's at right now, where he's like, well, James told me I can still have this movie, right? And it's like, okay, right, we'll believe you. We'll believe you. Okay, all right.
Andy will be fired the week when the box office come out after the first week of Superman. That's what happened.
I hope I won't get fired, but y'all talking a lot,
so it might be sad.
He don't want any bad press in between now and Superman. He'll fire him after the first week of Superman.
Here's the thing, though. I don't think either way you go is bad press. If you stay with Andy, you told everyone from the beginning that was your guy. Brave and the Bold is what you wanted to do. If you pivot to Robert Pattinson's Batman, I think people won't care because a lot of people like that movie. So I think either way you go, there is no losing. There is no bad press here. I think where the bad press can continue is if Matt Reeves does more press and Andy does more press and they keep getting asked about Batman and their answers keep sounding like this. You know what I'm saying? I think that's when the discourse will continue to grow.
The simplest thing is if they integrate the Batman, keep Matt Reeves on, obviously, and then just hire Andy to do Clayface. They're very simple. Just right there. He has time. He said it himself. He has time to do stuff in the middle. There you go.
I mean, that's not false, but if I'm Andy, I'm tight. If I'm Andy, I'm tight.
You could sell Batman in it.
James asshole.
Well, again, that's if that's happening. I'm just saying if that were to happen, that'd be fun.
No, I get you.
Obviously, I would give Andy something else. I wouldn't do that, but unless he wanted that. If he wanted Clayface, that's very different.
I give Andy something in Justice League Dark World, like one of those characters. I'd give him something to that.
I love that world.
No. I mean, so Jamie, I mean, I'll ask you, where are you in all this? What would you like to see? Would you like to see Reeves continue to do what he's doing and Andy create a new, fresh take on Batman for the DCU? Like, how are you viewing this?
I wasn't privy to a lot of the things that were going on until listening to this conversation today. But I know. But what I will say is that I deeply enjoyed Matt Reeves' Batman, and then was deeply disappointed to hear that it wasn't going to be a part of the main universe. So, if Matt Reeves becomes the main dude for Batman and we can bring Robert Pattinson in, that would be great. But I also was a big fan of Batman the Brave and the Bold cartoon. So the thought of that, like, making a big comeback with a film is also really exciting.
I wouldn't expect it to be just like that.
Yeah, probably not. But it's still like, I don't know. See, that's the thing. I'm intrigued because I'm like, which way are they going to go with it? Could it be like similar to the cartoon or maybe they're going to do something different? Either way, it would be cool to see Batman and Robin like on the big screen again. So, I mean, I feel like I'm leaning more towards Matt Reeves staying on because it's like, that's the devil I know. That's the guy that I enjoyed his film. So either way, I feel like everything's gonna be fine, but I would lean towards Matt Reeves jumping in there.
Yeah, if he wants to do Dead Man Mystery, that's fine.
Reeves, or is he talking about Andy Muschietti?
Andy. He's talking about Andy. Okay. Yeah, Andy.
What is
no, he was saying he would like to see him do Dead Man. And I'm like,
Dead Man.
Yeah, whatever Andy wants to do. Yeah. Andy also says, as I pass it to you, Trayvon, he also says part of that same quote. He also says that after the Batman Part 2 was delayed, they're now putting together a plan so that The Brave and the Bold does not come out around the same time. There's good progress in developing the story and the film's tone.
You don't want this. You definitely don't want them in the same year. That would be very counterproductive.
Well, yeah, 100%. And look, I'll say this. What I'll need James to do, as I pass to you, Trayvon, if he's going to keep Matt Reeves' universe separate, I need you to create a new label for your Elseworld films so that going in, everyone knows Elseworld.
He's called it the Crown Saga.
He said that they were going to do it.
The Batman the Crown Saga or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's the name of the Matt Reeves
calling it. Yeah, Matt Reeves has been called. I mean, you know how like when we got Werewolf by Night, its label is different than
Spotlight,
Hawkeye.
Right?
Yes, exactly right. I want James to do that so that any Joker, the Batman, anything like that, we know it's under that label and it stays under that label.
They did.
No, that's what James saying. That's what James saying he's going to do. I'm saying once you put it in that in that box, it's in that box. It's never coming out of that box.
Okay.
Right? So then moving forward, there is
Okay.
never a question of
Well, now-
what's this? It's Elseworld.
Now
See,
that
it's in
2
this
years-
box.
You have 2 years to make that decision now.
Right. So I'm saying that's my concept is that
I
make a
think
box and then put those things in those boxes.
I think even sooner, because the Clayface being a thing, I think that might end up showing their hand.
Yes,
So we'll
I
see.
agree. I agree, Mystery. He's saying
Of
they should have
course.
their own cinematic logo and
They,
opening. Yeah.
they definitely
agree.
should.
They should.
I really love the DC. I keep overthinking it now with not having the. I really love the DCU's like new opening. So if they did like an Elseworld one, what would they do? Would it be?
Just put Elseworlds under it.
That's
You
really all
don't
you
have
gotta
to make
do.
it too difficult.
Oh no! Come on, make a whole new one.
Think about it.
I
Think
wanna
about it.
see
Werewolf
it.
by Night didn't have your traditional Marvel comic book flipping thing. It just was like Marvel Spotlight, and then it started, right? So now you can just do Elseworld and then
It's
start.
not gonna get me hype like the
Just start at the top,
OG.
and
They
then-
can have their own. You know,
Elseworld-
they definitely
If that's
do
what
that.
they want.
What Elseworld stories would you like to see? I would
Personally?
oh my god!
I mean, if Matt Reeves' Batman's not in the main line, then Matt Reeves' Batman.
what other stories other than Matt Reeves' Batman?
Red Sun.
I don't know. I mean, so
Red Sun's
Wonder
good.
Red
Woman,
Sun would be
it
nice.
doesn't count anymore, right?
What?
Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman, yeah, like they're gonna
They're
do a
not
new
doing
Wonder
it
Woman.
anymore. Yeah, they're
Well, they
gonna do
could.
a new one. Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
reboot it.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah,
that's not
yeah.
Elseworld then.
They
no,
could do
no.
Wonder Woman. There's
Yeah.
no limit.
No,
No,
I'm
no,
not,
no,
I'm
no.
just saying like the Wonder Woman that we've seen. That's not a part of the universe that
No.
we're in now.
No.
No.
Yeah. So that one technically
Only
be Elseworld.
Peacemaker
then
and
it
the
continues.
Suicide Squad. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically, just the
Everything
stories.
else
The
dead.
movies themselves are not considered canon. The stories.
I would
are.
like to see Far Sector as a Elseworld story.
You like to see what?
Far Sector
Far Sector. You know what was
with
good?
Joe as Green Lantern.
Uh-huh. Green Lantern Earth one.
Yeah,
Recently.
yeah,
That was pretty
that'd be
good.
cool.
It's very different. Not very different, but it's different.
So yeah, I feel like
You
they're
know
doing
what?
that for the DC universe though.
They might. Well, that's the thing. I don't know how close to Earth one
Yeah.
they're gonna go. It's different enough where it's like,
That story is
it's not
really
the same.
good. I really
is.
like that story.
but I don't need them to be exactly like Earth one. It's
I
good.
feel
Yeah, it was
like
very good.
this isn't necessarily Elseworld because it's not a part of the current universe, but I also don't feel like they're coming back to it. So I count it as Elseworld. Let's have more Young
That would be
Justice.
nice.
Cartoons.
Anything.
You know,
I love Jamie's play. I just want it back.
Yeah.
I
I
would
love Young
Justice.
Justice.
I love Young Justice, the cartoon. They bring that back. I'm very happy if they renew that.
Yeah.
Sure.
For sure.
I want to spin the block here. Trayvon, I'm giving it to you now. Your thoughts on this Batman situation?
When you first announced the movies and Brave and Bold and all that, I said from the start, I was like, okay, so Matt Reeves one is going to end, and then Brave and Bold is going to come up. But now we keep getting this Batman 2 5 years down the line. It's taken a long time for them to get there. So that's why I was like, well, now I feel like you should merge because it's taking too long.
Yeah. It's fair.
Which you already
and
know is going to
Our
take a
parents
long
is
time.
getting older by the day. So let's.
But the problem is,
Merge
it like Trayvon was saying, is like now it's so far away. You don't want to hold Batman back that long.
Yeah, because they're talking about doing 3 of them, so that means another one.
Right.
Well,
right.
two more.
Well,
yeah,
I'm saying,
that's what Trayvon's saying. Yeah.
this one,
Yeah.
and then
So
another one.
imagine the
Look how
2
long
years from
it
now
is.
that one, and then hopefully not 2 years from
Yeah,
then.
every
Like-
That'll be like 7 years from now.
like
Yeah.
2035 is when you get Batman.
I mean-
old. Like, come on.
That's fair.
Trayvon's making a great point.
It's ridiculous.
I think for me, I simplify it to where I'm like, if you do want to integrate it,
Do it now. Do it now.
well,
I
sure,
mean,
sure.
definitely.
But if you're gonna integrate it, I'm gonna have to know if Matt Reeves is willing to bend because
I don't think he'll do it without
I-
that.
He's not gonna do it.
I like this look of his Batman because it's not connected to anything else. If this is connected, I do want my Batman in my connected universe to be more fantastical. I do. I
See, this
do.
is the
And I
problem,
don't think
though.
Matt's going to bend on that.
And see, this is the problem. So it's like, what do
He's
you
gonna
do?
have to.
Because like this was
He's
just
gonna have
played
to.
Here's the
again.
thing. Here's the thing, Trayvon.
2027, right?
You got to look at it like this. James Gunn is not in a he's not in a position where this is confusing. The idea of combining Matt Reeves' world, I'm telling you, is probably one-sided. It's probably only coming from the ideas and the thoughts of Peter and James. I don't think Matt Reeves ever showed up one day and was just like, I'd like to integrate. He's been very vocal. I don't want to do that, right? And he's not really backed off of it. Even in this most recent interview, it's more so, well, we'll see. You know, like, well,
I mean, what'll happen is if they do decide to merge, I bet Matt will walk, and it'll piss a lot of people off.
It won't to me
if they merge,
bring Andy in to direct that Batman. I will be fine with that.
If they merge, it will be after the trilogy is done.
Which is
I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that.
No,
I don't like that.
2031.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Yeah, I don't think that's a smart idea. I don't think that's good.
Yeah, that's why I don't think he's going to fold or anything. I think they're just going to have a new Batman in that place of the DC universe.
I'd love that, AJ. I just
2036.
I just want them to say that.
2035.
Who knows? I'm with you, Trayvon. You're absolutely right.
How long it's going to be?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
This one. And then another one.
This one got delayed twice.
Yeah.
And we don't know how long it'll take for a third one.
Yeah.
Right.
So it either has to be. It has to either be happen. Ravenbull has to happen during this trilogy, or not at all.
Right. Yeah, I completely agree. So my issues is more so the waiting part sucks. Yes. But if you're telling me the waiting gets me a Batman movie, I'm okay with it. But then my questions become a lot more intense. Past the idea of waiting this long for a Batman movie, it then becomes, what Batman am I getting? Because as much as I love that Robert Pattinson Batman, I don't want that shit in this universe. Not at all. I don't want any grounded in this universe. I want fantastical to be in this universe. So for me, it's I don't want his vision.
I can live with a middle ground. I think there's a middle ground.
That's
if
fine
the middle ground can be had and it's achieved, by all means, shake hands.
They so with Poison Ivy, and they were off to the races.
I think we have to remember Batman started in the comics as grounded, and then it grew over time.
I'm not saying what he's doing is unheard of. Grounded Batman is all we know in movies, right? Yeah. So I'm not saying it's unheard of what he's doing. He's not reinventing the wheel. I'm saying because as a 31-year-old, grounded Batman in live action is all I know, I'm sick of it. I don't want it anymore. I want something different. That's all I'm saying. I'm giving you just my opinion.
And by grounded, by not grounded,
how the second movie is gonna turn out. It can grow on top of that groundedness, so it can be a little bit more fantastical, and then
I'm only speaking
a little bait more fantastical.
I'm only speaking on what I know, and what I know is that first movie was not fantastical. I can't speak to what he might do. Like I don't know. I know Brave and the Bold was going to be fantastical. I know that. I can't speak on what Matt Reeves might do. I can speak on what he's done, and what he's done
and what
is
he says
not leave a door open.
He's not saying Batman. He wants Batman to fly or anything. He's talking about the characters that he fights. Some of them are extreme, like a Clayface. So we know that's actually going to be a thing. We've already seen Clayface in Suicide and
I think the difficulty is going to be, since we're getting into the Superman movie, we have all these characters that lived in the world and all this, right? Batman is oblivious to all that. Like all these superheroes flying around and all this stuff, and all of a sudden we merge.
Hold on, why would he be?
What do you mean? What do you mean, Olivia?
Because
this Batman,
grounded Batman over here.
You're talking about the Batman.
Yeah, I'm saying if we merge him, but we have this fantastical Superman world that we're getting rid of.
No. If they merge, everything Matt Reeves did in his universe is now gone. It's now a new universe that now incorporates what James Gunn's been building with that DCU. So all the things, like, they might keep the same characters, but the idea of the stories that Batman had walked through are gone now. It's new stories you're placing him in. So that is gone. You can't take the stories and bring in this.
I don't see why know the stories yet. We just know the one story.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that James had alluded to, and again, he was referring to the Batman he had planned on doing, That Batman is a lived in. This Batman is only a year or two in.
Yeah.
So how lived in is it? How lived in is this Batman?
Well, that's the
he
thing.
He already has fully Robins, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I don't know.
So if you're merging this Batman, to me, you're keeping Matt Reeves' Batman. So you're keeping those stories.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, to me, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
if
see
you're doing that, then you don't want him to merge at all.
Honestly, no, I don't. No, me personally, no, I don't.
No, that's what I think when they because if they merge, that's what I think is going to happen. They're going to keep Matt Reeves' Batman's everything that came with it. Basically.
He's just gonna be like, what the hell? There's gonna be a lot of that.
I don't know. I don't even know if that's what I'm saying. To me, I feel like it's a larger hill to climb to bring his shit to your shit when you could just create your own shit. I don't know why that concept is not just stamped in fucking stone.
Well,
create your own shit.
The problem if we got the Batman's faster, then we'll be fine. But the fact that
no. It's not even the time. I'm just saying what you just said is a great conversation.
We're almost done with the Batman right now.
It is. So for me, I'm saying I'd much rather the Batman I was sold on. The Batman James sold me on is the Batman I want. That's the Batman I want. Where he already has Robins, Damian's coming into his life. That's not the world Matt Reeves has built.
No.
So if you bring it in, we're getting his shit. His shit is good on the side. You know what Matt Reeves' Batman is? It's French fries. I don't ever just go to dinner and just eat French fries, right? French fries is the side. I need the main. I like James's main. The side can stay over there, okay? Stay right over there where you're at. Have your fun over there.
We thought the Batman would be almost done.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying, I love it. I thought it was a masterpiece.
You cried to the trailers of a side, Jawan. Think about that.
I sure did. It's one of the best sides.
He sees a greener pasture now. He like, yeah, fuck that shit.
I mean, what James sold me is all I've ever been asking for. So it's like, I want that. I want that so bad.
Like as fantastical, yeah.
No, he was, but AJ, I never got a movie. I never got a movie, so it's hard to count it. I never got a Batman movie.
What goes into the whole different Batman aspect of it is like if you were watching the most recent episode of Creature Commandos, what's his name? Foster said the last time he was touched anybody was 15 years ago. Yeah. So imagine 15 years ago, he's been Batman for 15 plus years.
Yeah,
so
right.
You know,
again,
lived in Batman.
Questions that arise. All right, so let's move on to some even bigger news for a lot of people. We got a massive casting addition to Supergirl that starts filming within a week. We got the official news that Jason Momoa is Lobo.
Lobo, the main
no
man.
longer Aquaman. He is now Lobo,
the main man.
It's the character he had always wanted to do. The story he told was hilarious. So he was like, he walked in the office. He was just like, "I'm Lobo, right?" And they're like, "You're Aquaman." He's just like, "Fuck, this you want to be Aquaman?" I mean, all right, shit, it's money. Like, that's how I felt he was. He's like, it's money. All right, cool, yeah. But he did change the narrative of Aquaman forever.
100%.
So, congrats to him in his time as Aquaman for giving what I thought was one of the best superhero intro movies in that first Aquaman. I loved it. Yeah. Thought he did great. Yep. And he just changed. Like, you don't hear people make fun of Aquaman anymore because he looks like Jason Momoa. Yes, of course. Shout out to James Wan. But anyway, Trayvon, I will start with you because I know you were drooling the most here. You got your man back. All right. Now he's the man. All right.
He's the main man.
He's the main man. How you feeling about
he's the main man.
He's the main man. How you feeling about your main man, Jason Momoa, now casted as Lobo?
I'm ready to skip to the Supergirl movie. So yeah.
You know what's crazy about you saying that? You didn't even say the more realistic thing. Like, I can't even wait to see the set photos. You went right to just give me the movie. Just give me the movie. I don't even want the foreplay. Just give me I'm
pretty much. I'm just there with the DC movies. I'm like, we gotta wait 6 more goddamn months before we get this Superman movie. So it's like, just hurry up. James has been in this job for like 10 years at this point. That's how I feel. So come on.
He's,
like, what the first movie
he's not, by the way. Just to put that out there. He's not, by the way.
Let's get at least 5.
Wait, he was
I will say this though.
What was
I
it?
will
What
say
did he
this
make?
though, Trayvon. One thing I am excited about is to see how James goes about his timeline going forward. Because we have 2 shows next year, right? We know that. We have the Supergirl movie. We have the Clayface movie, right? So I'm curious, does he want to keep it 4 things a year, 2 shows, 2 movies? Like, where does he want? That's going to be interesting because right now he has projects the next 2 years, right? So it's like I am curious to see what his.
There is an untitled movie next year, but again, I don't know if they're gonna make that date. They might move, or they either move it down or they move it to another year.
But it is good. Imagine. You have to at least give him credit for that, Trayvon. He looks like he's building a consistent schedule of releases. Let me see what did you say in here. I'm slightly more worried that his addition to Woman of Tomorrow would take away from Kara, especially after hearing he was taken out of the comic for that reason.
I don't think he's gonna take away.
So like, I'm gonna say this selfishly. I'm ready to see more Lobo.
Well, look. I look at it like this, right? I look at it like this.
Sorry.
I don't remember the last time, and I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't remember the last time a title character was in their own movie, was completely pushed to the side for someone else. So I don't want to say that because someone might come in the comments and say something, and I'm like, oh,
it never happened.
I will let you say that, AJ. No problem. I will not because it might have happened.
This movie.
I don't recall it because it doesn't make sense on how you market that movie. If you're calling it Spider-Man, but the entire movie is about Daredevil, why'd you call it Spider-Man? So I don't think it will. But again, I'm not familiar with the story, so I will respect Dig's feelings on this and hope that it's not the case.
I don't think it'll be just a cameo, but I don't think he'll take over the movie.
So what I'm assuming is going to happen is that we're going to have the heart of Women of Tomorrow, but the story is going to be a little loosely based on Brave and the Bold, Supergirl, and Lobo.
See, I don't think he'll be in it enough for that to be.
So I think it'll be like a nice mix of the two.
Is the movie officially called Women of Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Or could they switch it and call it Supergirl, like how they did this? Like Superman Legacy changed the Superman.
They could change it, but I don't think they will.
They could change it, but remember the reason James changed it is he didn't like the weight it would have grabbed, like the weight of that name.
But I'm saying that's what I'm saying for Supergirl and Tomorrow, changing the narrative of the name of the movie so people are not expecting all Woman of Tomorrow.
I don't know because a lot of your casting kind of tells us that's what you're doing.
All of it, except for Lobo, is Woman of Tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, you know what it'd be the equivalent of, Trayvon? It'd be the equivalent if you change Captain America 3 to not calling it Civil War, but it's the same exact movie. So you're giving me Civil War, you're just choosing not to call it Civil War, which is like, why? You know? So if you're doing that story, but you change the name, but still do the same story, what were you accomplishing here? Like, you know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying. I'm just saying if you're gonna implement the story, it makes sense to call it that because that's what you're taking from.
Also, when you implementing a story, it's not going to be page by page by the book.
Sure.
Just look at Infinity War. Just look at Civil War.
Marvel specifically.
Yeah, you get the heart of those books or those stories, but they have their own unique footprint to it.
So I think Supergirl will be closer to that comic storyline than most of the other Marvel ones you just talked about.
We'll see about the yeah. We'll see.
I do. I do. I don't think you could just call a Woman Tomorrow for no reason.
Yeah, we'll see.
To Mr. E's question. To Mr. E's question, if they're smart, Jason Momoa is the perfect person to market however you want to market him. I don't think he has the comedic genius of Ryan. Because Ryan was just born with that. That's his gift. Is comedic. Mm-hmm. But I think you can market Lobo kind of the same way you kind of use Deadpool. Would you say, Joel?
Trayvon, fucking stupid.
No, because he thought I was trying to say something wrong about Jason Momoa. No, I'm saying what Ryan does. I'm not gonna say I can assume someone can replicate that.
No one can.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna say that specifically, but I do think Jason Momoa is a perfect person to market in a Superman movie.
I wouldn't say
in a Supergirl movie.
But he's definitely gonna be a fan favorite. We'll say that. I'll say that.
You're gonna keep my attention. That's all I know.
All right,
and he'll quench the thirst of others for sure.
Apparently, Jamie, is this good news? Like, how does this sound?
I think so. I'm like, I don't know a lot about, like, I guess what this movie is supposed to be centered around as far as like Lobo, no Lobo. But I was happy to see that Jason Momoa is going to be playing Lobo in the new DC universe, because that's what he initially set out to be to begin with. And he does like look the part when you guys were kind of showing me like picture comparisons between the two. So I'm like, oh, okay, I could see it. So yeah, outside of that, I have no idea how it's going to affect this movie. I definitely understand the concerns if Lobo wasn't like a huge part of this, and now all of a sudden you throw a Jason Momoa in there, like who knows what's going to happen. But yeah, we'll get to look at more Jason Momoa. So
and more
that's good.
Yeah. All right. AJ, Momoa is Lobo.
Perfection. That's all.
All right.
Perfection.
Okay. Love it. Joel, Momoa is Lobo.
I love it. I love it. I loved it. I love the idea of it since he said it out loud. I've always liked the character. Like he's like, I'm not saying he has a lot to live up to because it's not like there's ever been. Oh, well, actually, there's been one live.
I was about to say
he was good. He was fucking
really
good. Actually, pull up a picture of him. That looked really good. So imagine him with Jason Momoa. That's gonna be, if they even get close to that look, we're in for a treat because he was great.
Facts.
That guy looked great.
Also, if we get in crypto, we should get Dog. That's all I gotta say.
Hey,
Dog.
I wouldn't. Maybe not in this movie, but
so Lobo has a dog, Jamie, and his name is Dog.
Oh,
it's badass.
Very creative name. I'm here for it.
And it's spelled DAWG.
Oh my god.
All right, Joel, I have to ask you this. What's the over under? Lobo's motorcycle has a built-in cigar disposal. I'm not disposal, but
over 100%.
Dispenser. Like a compartment that opens that has like a shit ton of cigars.
It has to. Yeah, it
has to, right? Yeah. It has to. Trayvon, if you bring that up before we move on. But yeah, you definitely have to have the cigars in there. He can't be the main man without cigars. Like, I mean, come on.
This man was reading the superhero show with a cigar.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
he was in character.
That's right. He was telling us what's to come. He's like, I got the cigars coming, guys. Don't you worry. It's in my contract. Don't you worry. I am very curious how they're gonna make this bike look.
I look forward to it too. There's different ways to do it. I like the idea. Like I like what Young Justice did actually, where it's like
Young Justice did it really cool. I'm with you.
Really cool. Even though I love the way they did it in the regular animated series, Justice League animated and Superman animated. But there's like it's like a bike inside a ship. It's like Young Justice. It's really cool. So I'm like, I can't wait to see what they do with him because there's a lot of different ways.
And I can't wait to see how strong they make him because if he throws down with Kara, who's stronger than Superman, what's it going to look like when Lobo throws down with Superman? I'm just saying. I'm curious.
I don't know. I'm not saying there's a giant disparity between the two of them.
Not a giant.
I sent you a picture too on Twitter.
If they're gonna keep saying that Kara is stronger than Kal-El, it can't be that small. I don't think it's large, but it can be small.
I also think that was for the show, but
I don't know, Joel. So yeah, so he was great. Even if you look at this and you don't like the look, he played Lobo. He was a really good Lobo.
That's a great look. Yeah, he was good. So imagine this guy. Imagine fucking Momoa though. Like,
yeah,
he already got a hair for it.
Yeah,
sure does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he didn't have to do much with the hair. It's already. the ring. He's gonna probably keep some of his own jewelry for this.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Get
that's
the cross necklace.
He's just gonna be living his own life.
That's facts. All right, before we move on, AJ had something he said he sent Trayvon.
There you go.
Oh, he's cute.
His dog.
What happened to his chin?
That's a dog. That's my dog.
You know, it's the Batman Bandies.
Oh yeah, dog. I see it now. That's cute.
Yeah, good shit. All right, let's move on.
Batman pin on his jacket.
No,
sure does. He knows who the greatest of all time is. I forgot to mention this before, so I'm gonna just circle back just real quick, but we're gonna keep pushing after this. Matt Reeves did speak about the Batman 2 and did say the main villain will be really surprising. Quote, he sees the rumors online about who it is. You could just look at them casually and go like, oh, is that what they think now? Interesting. So I'm going to just put this out there, Matt Reeves. Now that you said that, it can't be Mr. Freeze. Whatever you do, it can't be Mr. Freeze. That's what everyone and their mother assumed it was. So if it is Mr. Freeze, you just lied. Because it can't be surprising when everyone and their mother assumes.
Was it a lie or was it reverse
Unless
psychology?
It's Mr. Freeze the right way.
Ooh, Jamie with the brain.
Oh, well, that would be interesting. That would be surprising if he did Mr. Freeze the right way. Yeah.
Okay, it's not a grounded Mr. Freeze. That would be different.
That would be different. Then he would start to open my eyes on maybe you should. Maybe. Trayvon, you buying that it's a surprise, or are you with most of the internet thinking it's Mr. Freeze?
Just getting the movie done, man.
I mean, we have to know. We have to know this year. They're gonna start.
Yeah, that's what he said. So hopefully. Because we know Robert Pattinson has like a Tom Holland schedule. That man films every 5 days, so it's like, we'll see. Yeah. And he did say that it would be another crime. It'd be another mystery movie. Mad Hatter,
Batman's a detective,
a villain we've never seen before. I mean, look. Here's the thing, Mystery.
That's a lot.
The year the Batman came out, when it ended, everyone and their mother assumed the next movie was either Hush or Court of the Owls. Then all of a sudden, the internet just evolved that to Mr. Freeze, right? Yeah. Like overnight, that's what the internet did. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a villain we've never seen.
I do think Court of the Owls will be like the third movie. That's what.
I mean, that's fine, but I'm saying those were the two concepts we thought would be 2 and 3. Maybe Hush is 2, Court of the Owls is 3. That's how everyone was looking at it. Then overnight, it just became Mr. Freeze. So again, if it's any one of those 3 characters, Matt Reeves, your surprise failed. But does anyone else have any comments on that? I just wanted to make sure I threw that in there. I don't think there's anything more conversational really there.
Nope.
Oh, excuse me. Joel, I feel like I'm missing something big. If I am, please make sure.
Well, then I have to go through my own stuff.
Wait, Jamie, I want to start with you on this. We got a Last of Us teaser. I don't know why they still refuse to just give a trailer. But we got another teaser, another little tease. And as someone that has not played the second game, but has seen all the cutscenes.
That's right.
Wait, you know what's funny? I was speaking about me. Is that true about you too?
That is true. I've seen not just the cutscenes. I've seen the game in its entirety. This was pre-PlayStation Jamie.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, at least that explains it.
Well, no. Again, Joel, not playing Last of Us is because I didn't have a PlayStation. I didn't have a PlayStation.
Well, you have a chance now. You have it now. Go play.
Well, no, now I'll do whatever it's gonna do. No, there's no point.
No,
there's no point. I already know it.
No one can spoil it for yourself.
Well, I didn't have a PlayStation. What else was it supposed to do?
Wait, play it. That's it.
No, people kept talking about it, so I wanted to know what the hype was. I saw the cutscenes, and I said, "Oh, I get it. This is great. I understand now." I don't know what you want me to do. Anyway,
go play the game. That's all I want you both to do.
The game. All right, Jamie. The show is coming out soon. We got the teaser. We now know it comes out in April. What were your thoughts on the little teaser that we got?
I thought it looked good. I think it looks very faithful to like what we've seen in the second game, And the only reason I'm slightly like, I guess, curious about what they showed is like, there's literally nothing new. Like everything that we saw is everything that we know from the second game. And I feel like where the first season of The Last of Us really shined is when they kind of added some additional lore that maybe wasn't present in the games, or like explored something that wasn't in the games entirely, and just kind of like expanded on an idea that was still involved with the Last of Us, but not necessarily just like something that you saw in the game. And so I would like for them to continue to do that, especially with I think they have a huge opportunity to kind of explore what happens between the first game and the second, because that isn't really touched on unless they're like planning to do like a game where they explore that time frame, which would be a little strange, but it's still, at the same time, still interesting. I doubt that we're gonna ever really get to experience that. Not that it's necessarily needed, but it would just be nice to have the additional context, and I think it would help people not freak out as much when it comes to certain things that happen in the second game. So yeah, I would have liked to see like a little hint of that, but even then, yeah, everything looks great, and I'm excited for the season to come out this year.
So I have to ask you, Jamie, I'm glad I took down what I took down as quickly as I did, but I have to ask you, do you think the big one happens in this season, or do you think they extend it to avoid doing it so early?
I feel like this is going to play not necessarily 1-for-1, but pretty close to how it happened in the game. So I think it's probably going to happen in this season. And I wouldn't be surprised if this season, in terms of game content, got split. So season 2 is like half of The Last of Us 2, and then season 3 could be like the other half of Last of Us 2, and then season 4 could be whatever's in The Last of Us 3.
Well, didn't they speak on that already? I thought they already spoke on that season 2 will be the entirety of part 2, and then season 3 is going to be like a completely new story.
No. Jamie's not saying otherwise. Jamie, you're saying like 2A, 2B, right? Not season
like
2,
part 1,
season
part
3.
2.
Yeah, that's what you're saying, right, Jamie?
That wasn't really what I was saying, but you know, I appreciate you fighting for me, Joanne. That was nice.
Jamie.
Okay, that actually, I do vaguely remember that being the case. I think they said they were gonna do like, I think it was like, was it 12 episodes? I actually might not have been 12, but like a good amount of episodes for the first part and a good amount of episodes for the second part, right?
Yeah. I mean, look, from this teaser, I saw like a shot or two that I know happens after the big one. So I'm like, I don't think they're avoiding it, but maybe they don't. Maybe they don't show it like right away. They'll show it, but just maybe not. I mean,
well, the thing that happens doesn't necessarily happen like right away in the game.
Right, of course.
And they can also take some time to like flesh out like
a lot.
Yeah, like just how life has been. Like, you know, they got out of Seattle, like all that kind of stuff. So
I always said,
it
Jamie,
happens maybe in the middle of the season. Maybe
I always said, and people were saying like, no, who wants that? I always said I wanted, if you were going to do part 1, part 2, I wanted part 2 to be from one of the girls' point of view.
Yeah.
And the other part to be from the other girl's point of view. And the story meets itself in the middle, right? And then you do like a continuation of after that. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably going to happen, yeah.
So, I mean, that's what I would like to see. What they do is what they do. I'm here to support them no matter what. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they do that and to see how people that don't know about the big one, how they react to it, you know?
Yeah, I think, I don't know, compared to the gaming community, which it just seems like it gets worse every day. I'm not going to lie. I feel like people that are watching the show that aren't a part of the community, don't know anything about the story, will probably take what happens in the season a lot better. I'm trying to think, like, is there any actor that really got any kind of like threats or anything from the character that they played? The one that comes to my mind is Joffrey. I feel like Joffrey, he got like run off of social media or something, or the guy that played Joffrey, I should say.
Oh, wait, you mean from Game of Thrones?
From Game of Thrones, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant from the show The Last of Us.
No, I just meant in general, like in movies and TV. Yeah.
Oh, we know what's her name? I think Rose from the Star Wars movie. had to leave Twitter.
Yeah,
and that's not even that was a made up character. People shitted on a made up character. Like it wasn't a character from lore. Like, they didn't mess anything up. They just created a new person. and the internet went crazy. So it happens a lot more than you think, actually.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm now that I'm thinking, like, maybe it does happen. I don't know. It's like the vitriol that the game community uses with like literal threats and stuff. Like, I don't know if people were just DMing the movie actors and be like, "Yo, you suck," and that's why they left social media, or if they were getting threats. But yeah, the game community, they just go threats. It's 100. It's never 0. It's always 100. So
here's my issue before I pass this on. Here's my issue with you numbskulls that keep doing this, right? The actor is only portraying a script they're given. They're not freeballing it, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, if they come to set, right, and they're supposed to be Goku, and they look nothing like Goku, that's not the actor taking, like, creative freedoms. That's a costume department and a director coming in saying, this is what I want you to do. Go do it, right? So it's like to threaten an actor when it's like, I'm just doing what they told me to do. That's like going to CVS and going, whoa, this orange soda costs $5? It used to cost $2. I'll kill you. It's like, I didn't change the price. Like, I don't make the prices. Leave me be. You know what I'm saying? So for you guys that do that, please get a life, okay? Because I don't know what else to say.
I saw a wholesome way of this. It wasn't bullying, but it was kind of funny. So I don't know. Have you ever seen The Family That Prays? With Sanaa Lathan?
Tyler Perry movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was she evil as hell in that movie?
Yes, I remember that.
I was her sideways after that. I was like, So on Twitter, he posted a picture where she looked like done up like that.
Yeah.
And somebody just retweeted and said, "My son is cocked right." Or it was just funny. It was just funny. I was like, that's exactly what I thought too when I saw it.
It's fine. It's fine to be playful. It's fine to be playful like that. But where it's a problem is where you're making an actor feel like they can't be on social media because they don't. And look, Jamie, I'll go even more recent. Remember the actors of Kenobi had to come out to support what's her name that played Reva. Remember, she was getting hate. It was just like another fake character you guys are losing your mind about, as if she's like screwing lore. She didn't exist.
I remember how mad people were when they saw. I think it was like
It was. You're right.
From a Jurassic Park movie where the black woman was just standing there. She wasn't doing anything. Yeah. They were going off about that, and I was like, "Y'all don't know what she's doing in the movie yet." Like, this was
you gotta look a certain way. That's it.
Look, I never thought this term was a nice term to use, but you guys do have to go outside and touch grass, like just one time.
Oh, I love that term.
I never liked it because I thought it was always directed to the game players, the comic, readers, like the nerds, and I'm like, that doesn't apply for all of us. But I'm seeing. No. I see why it applies to those demographics. Yeah. It's because it's those basement guys. Go outside, rub on some grass. All right, smell the fresh air.
Yeah, go through the world.
Yeah. Maybe experience life. Maybe that's better off for you. Joel, how did you feel from this teaser?
I actually didn't watch the teaser. I saw glimpses of it. Yeah, I keep forgetting to go back. Yeah, I love the touch grass term. But more or less know what's gonna happen. So it's like one of those things where like I'll probably check it out after we're done, so I can see what I missed. But I'm
if I were you, it comes out in April. A trailer will probably come out next month. I would just wait.
That's what I mean. I'm not in a rush to see it because I more or less. I just want to watch it.
It's soon. April's not that far. We'll blink and we'll be there.
Trailers at this point for that, especially, it's like, I'm trying to think of what would I be looking for, and like, nothing I need to see right now that I can't wait until I get to the show.
Right? Yeah, because they're not going to reveal the big ones.
So I don't need that. I trust me. I'm not in a rush for any of that. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's just we'll see. Part 2 is a pretty long game too, so like
sure is.
Plenty to see.
Trayvon, did this teaser excite you at all for this season 2?
What y'all talking about?
The Last of Us, Trayvon.
Didn't see the teaser. Don't watch the show. Happy for y'all.
Oh, that's right. You kept turning your camera off when we reviewed it.
Dang, wait, you didn't see the Bill and Frank episode?
That's the only episode I saw.
Oh,
Jamie, trust me, we tried to tell him it was gay every episode, but it didn't work.
Yeah,
we tried.
Not that you watched long enough to know.
Listen, wait, hold on though. This season gonna be gay.
Oh. No, but not the gay one.
Not his gay.
Oh my God. Not the kind I want. Come on.
He is not all sides are equal gay.
He doesn't believe that. He doesn't believe in that. He doesn't believe in that.
Only one gay.
You know the whole LGBT Trayvon stops at a certain point.
I'll tell you why. I feel like lesbians are easier to do and not as gender porn. That's why.
Yeah, we didn't need to shed light on it. We understood.
I'm gonna shed light on it. Come at me.
But like, you don't like any like lesbian like show, or I guess like show with.
Unless they can fly, he don't give a fuck.
Even then, he don't care. Even then. I don't know.
They're too accepted. They're all right. They can do what they want.
All right. Stop talking about lesbians like you're Magneto, okay? They're not beneath you. Watch your mouth. AJ, did you see this teaser at all?
I did. I have mixed feelings on it.
Oh.
I'll be right back. Way. Keep talking.
It's not about it's in a good way.
Okay.
I'm excited to watch it, but I'm not excited because it's gonna break my heart. There's a lot of moments. There's a lot of depression. When we talk about dark, Jamie, when you talk about dark, this is
dark.
Yeah, yeah.
This is worse than Game of Thrones dark.
Yeah. That's part of my sad and disturbing qualifications right there.
Yeah, well, this is all sad and disturbing. And dark. Literally dark. There's some dark ass moments in this.
Yeah.
Whether it's between, no spoilers, of course, but whether it was between Ellie and Dinah, Joel and Ellie, Abby and Ellie, it's just Tommy. It's just a bunch of craziness.
Well, I can't wait till this season is over so I can rip some people up. Some people upset me in The Last of Us Part 2.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. It's just I'm not mentally prepared. I played the game twice. That's all I could play. I only played it twice, and I'm still not mentally prepared for this show.
I only played it the one time.
I was about to say.
I love that game. But
so I played the original and then I did the remastered.
That's right. The remaster. I see the point.
One of the many, yes.
Yeah, and I'm still not mentally prepared for the show at all. It's
right now I feel fine, but when I see it, it might be different. Yeah.
Yeah, when I see it, it's gonna kill me. I'm not looking forward to it.
That hospital scene. Oh my god! It's whew.
Actually, someone here, DJ V said it. Hold on, check this out.
Hopefully, we get some.
That's what he's excited for, AJ.
We'll definitely get that.
That's crazy. AJ's like, oh, I'm not ready. DJ V's like, I can't wait for
it. He's excited because of the Rat King. That's why. I'm not excited because of other reasons. But
okay.
I one thing I want to see. I don't know if the show will go there because the last season didn't do it a lot. If they go into more of the action of fighting off these fucking creepy bitches,
I feel like they will.
They did a little bit. They didn't do enough of it, and I
think they heard the people, and they're like, throw one more fight.
Well, hold on. To be honest with you, it was very clear what they were doing with season 1. Season 1 was an Emmy grab. They were trying to get Emmys, right? And you can't have all that action lining up all those Emmys, right? Yeah, so they went more story driven, but I think now they're understanding you can have a healthy balance.
There's definitely enough room in this game, especially for the second game, to do more.
Yeah, I think the second game was more violent in a lot of ways. So
there's some crazy fucking scenes.
Much like season 1, I'm curious of what are some things they're gonna do like new wise. Like what are the new things they're gonna do with this season?
Yeah.
Because a lot of us already know what happens in part 2, but I'm more curious on what they're going to do.
Yeah,
that's like completely new. That's something I'm very curious about.
That's fair. I mean, there's probably going to be more fleshing out that we didn't get in the game.
Yeah,
it's crazy considering how long. But interesting.
Moving on, I ran into this and this threw me for a loop, only for Variety to come out and say this is not true. But this wasn't really news. So it's a confusing situation. Anyway, Will Smith just decided to try to fuck the whole game with dropping a cryptic Instagram post of essentially just going over the fact that instead of doing Matrix, he did Wild Wild West. And as much as I personally love Wild Wild West, I don't accept slander to that movie. It was a classic. I loved it. I don't give a fuck.
Correct.
I loved it. So I love Wild Wild West. I don't give a fuck. That song, Cisco Will Smith. Oh, that shit was slapping. Song was slapping. The breast gun. I love the breast gun. I love the big spider. I loved all of it. I loved all. Yeah, there was a breast gun. There was a breast gun. I'm not even gonna put your comment up. I don't appreciate this.
The spider did it. The spider did it.
So anyway,
I do have to tell you, I did watch The Godfather. I did watch.
Oh, you did?
That's right.
What do I want to know your thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead.
Is it worth it?
I think it's good. I will. Okay. Now I'm gonna say this movie was almost 3 hours. I do think they could have cut a little. I do think they could have cut. But
I didn't want to hear it. It's okay.
But no, listen. But when they was hitting, which was a lot of the time, I was very much engaged and entertained. I'm like, oh, this is messy.
Jamie,
this man, he's crazy.
Can you admit to this? People thought Game of Thrones was willing to kill everybody. Godfather said, hold all my beers.
Yeah.
In the first movie. In the first hour of the first movie.
That was so insane. So yeah, I'm excited to watch the second one soonish. I'll put Wild Wild West on my list as well. I've seen a few minutes of Wild Wild West. I'm not gonna lie, I turned it off. I'll go back to it.
Again, no. Here's the thing. I'm not trying to sell anyone on that. I'm just trying to say I personally loved it when I was younger. I watched it when I got older, thinking maybe I just liked it because I was young. I still love it. I watch it anytime it comes on TNT. I love it. I don't give a fuck.
It's a reason for me to look at young Will Smith. So I'm like, sure, I'll try it.
Trayvon, I looked at the name too, and I just chose to ignore it. I guess maybe they know each other. I don't know, man. I don't know. Jamie's got some great fans. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why he calls me that. I don't know him.
I almost wanted to block.
Let the record show I don't know him.
I almost wanted to block it. I was like, I was thinking about blocking him. I was like, I didn't like it.
I'm like, I don't
like that.
He's like,
it's a thing that started happening, and the first time it happened, I was like, "What is this about?" But then it just kept happening. So I'm like, "All right, we moving on." So yeah,
look, if it's an issue, Jamie will let me know. It'll be handled. But if not, God bless. Yeah. Anyway, so Will Smith ends it. Will Smith ends it with saying, "What would the Matrix have been like with Will Smith as Neo?" And then it shows in the next slide, "Wake up, Will." A lot of people thought that was Will Smith saying they're doing a Matrix reboot. I'm going to be Neo. People went crazy, only for Variety to come out and go, I don't know what y'all talking about. This ain't true. It ain't no Matrix movie. Will Smith ain't no Neo. Just like,
how can they say that? How did they know?
That's because they took the wrong pill.
Who did they ask?
They fucked up.
They did take the wrong pill. In their world, Will Smith's not Neo. In our world, we're about to get some fire ass.
They didn't take the black pill.
Right.
They didn't take the black pill.
Black pill.
Jamie would show up going, "Where's the black pill? You mean blue? No. Black. Where's the black pill? I want the shit Will Smith had. The pill that he took that turned him into Wild Wild West instead of Neo. I want that pill. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I just want to know what song Will would have done for his Matrix movie. He wouldn't have done a song for a Matrix movie. That's not the kind of movie that was. That was like EDM kind of music. And unless Will Smith was about to do EDM, I don't think we were getting any Will Smith songs.
You never know.
If Will Smith dropped an EDM song, I would have had to admit that's horrible.
If there was money to be made, he would try it. I think he would try it.
I don't doubt that. It would have been dope. Yeah, I don't think so. So do we want a Will Smith redo? Do we want that? Will Smith is Neo? Do we want that?
I mean, It's tough because I'm not sure how much he can do. I guess just like how physically fit he is. If he's like, he could do all the same fighting and all that kind of stuff, I'm like, sure. But if he can't, I'm like,
if Jason Statham can,
hold on, time out. I'm sorry. Did you just say if Will Smith can do all the? You mean it's stunts?
I'm not. I mean, kind of, sort of.
He just did stunts for Bad Boys.
He was present in that movie. Yes.
And also, a lot of that shit Keanu was doing as Neo in that first movie. There's a lot of wires. That motherfucker won't lean him back.
But you still gotta if it's gonna be him, because you can tell. I don't know. Maybe they could do.
You got to be not brittle enough to die if you have to do certain stuff. I agree with you there.
Yeah, I think, I'm not saying he's a brittle man, I guess, but I just want him to do it safely if he's gonna do it.
I want Will Smith not to die to make Matrix. I think we're all with you, but I think because if he didn't just do Bad Boys, I would be there with you. But he just did Bad Boys, and you could maybe argue. No, it's way more he'd have to do as Neo.
Yeah.
Well, look, I don't know. If he wants to do it, I'm down for it. I've not heard anything about the Matrix coming back around. I honestly, personally believe it shouldn't for another maybe 10, 15, 20 years.
Look, Will Smith
Resurrection.
Hey, Diz, I ain't say shit. I ain't say nothing about that.
I'm not acting like he's 80. Listen, I'm only 25, and some of the things I see them doing at the movies, I would never do that. So,
that's why they make the big bucks.
Yeah, we don't need another Matrix movie. I'm sorry, we're good on that.
How old is Will? Let me see.
You know what's funny, AJ?
I don't know. He looked good though.
I would have disagreed had Resurrections not come out. Once Resurrections came out, I said, yeah, nah, maybe I'm good.
That's exactly why I don't want another one. I was like, okay, this is done.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I personally don't ever want to see that again, if I'm being honest with you. We can let the next two generations deal with that reboot. I don't think we need it. I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we had
you can reboot it when I'm dead.
I wouldn't want my dad to do Matrix. So, I'm not saying I don't want Will to do it. I would just be concerned. I get the best people, take care of him.
The amount of sexism comments and racism comments and
shout out to Jason
the homophobic comments Trayvon was given. We're aiming for the trifecta on this show is what we're doing. Jason Statham is almost 60 and he doing stunts every movie. First of all, difference is Jason Statham was handcrafted by Greek gods. Okay, Jason Statham is one of one.
He is a god himself.
Oh, you're right. Jason Statham's one of one.
You heard that. You heard that correct.
Hold on.
What?
What does that mean?
Will Smith is just a guy. Yeah, Will Smith is just a guy. Jason Statham, God. Yeah.
I gotta exit.
This is very interesting.
It's going.
Where I'm confused is, Joel, have I not constantly shared my love for Jason Statham and all things Jason Statham has done? I say it all the time.
He does slap him a lot.
Yeah.
I love Jason Statham. I don't know what to tell you, man. I love his movies.
Beekeeper too.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Jamie.
It's called Working Man.
I don't want to speak on how angry I was when I saw that trailer, and the first thing I thought was,
Beekeeper 2.
Someone is just putting Beekeeper in a trailer, calling it something else.
It's a
right?
Beekeeper universe.
And then I'm watching it, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Universe? Is
David Ayer selling us the same movie with a different title? Is that what he's doing?
Yes.
I was very angry.
No,
I was so angry.
It's a different premise.
Trayvon, it looks exactly the same
premise.
It looks exactly the same.
It is
exactly the same.
It's not. Old woman's get ripped off in the Beekeeper. That's not happening.
Tom Cruise is different too, because he actually crazy, and he's been doing things. He's been doing all this stuff for a while.
DJV knows.
Immortal though.
Listen,
DJV knows.
If you want to, if it was me versus Tom Cruise, let's do X stunt. I would bet Tom Cruise every day of the week. I'm so much younger than him, but he knows what he's doing. I would fall and break my neck. That's the difference.
Will Smith.
You would fall and die, Jamie.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think Tom Cruise knows what he's doing.
What's the difference?
I think Tom Cruise is trying to die, but God keeps telling him it's not yet, dog. Like, I'm not ready. And Tom's like, well, I'll keep doing it till till you let me go. Like I'll keep doing it.
Tom
right,
do whatever he wants.
Listen, he could prove me wrong, but right now I'm like, just take care of yourself, okay? That's all I'm saying. Just take care of yourself.
Wait, guys, I think we've been going so long. We haven't talked What If. We haven't talked Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking any of that.
Yeah.
There's like little notes we missed too. Like we never talked about the fact that Batman 2 got moved back another year during our break.
2027. Yep.
Yeah. And the Creature Commandos got renewed for season 2.
All right, so this is what I want to do because I don't think a whole bunch of news will come flooding in between now and Wednesday. I'm saying that it's like a good luck charm. But in case it's not, Joel, compile what you have left and we'll go over that Wednesday. That'll be what since there's no new shows and stuff, we'll lead with that. So we'll end today with What If and Sonic. Because I the longer we push that, the more it'll never be talked about. So I want to start with What If. I enjoyed What If. I thought it was very well done, but the payoff for me has to be that I see Captain Carter in one of these two Avengers movies. Yeah. If I don't, I'll never look back on What If, like ever. To me, that's the whole payoff. It's that I get to see her properly done in live action in one of these multiverse movies. So for me,
with her watcher power.
So I respect that that's what you want. I won't say that.
I want her flying around.
No problem. God bless you. For me personally, Super Soldier Serum is enough. So I'll end it there. But I enjoyed the season. I thought they had really fun What Ifs. I enjoyed them, and I can't wait to see how they flip it and do a new set of What Ifs. And what does that look like?
They're doing this is the last one,
right? Yeah, no. This is the last one. Brad Winterbaum, who does the animation, came back and said they're gonna do more What Ifs, but this is the end of
the
how
series.
You know What If to be. Yeah.
I
took it more so as this is the end of the multiverse aspect of What If.
Everything will be like we're getting 2 What Ifs this year. I mean, despite that Spider-Man cartoon and Marvel Zombies, What If
is that? Are we counting that?
Everything that's not MCU is What If to me now.
Interesting.
That's fair.
I'm not against that. Just not what I thought it was going to be.
So what isn't MCU then?
Everything that's canon. It's like
no, he said what isn't. He said what isn't.
Okay. Spider-Man cartoon show, Marvel Zombies,
right? Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. Trayvon, your thoughts on the season of What If?
I thought we had quite a few fun episodes. The Howard the Duck and Darcy one was weird. Birdie's cool. I like Birdie, but it's weird how we got her.
Yeah.
Well, if you like Birdie, that's the only way you get her.
No, like you could have done a test.
She could just pop down. It'll be fine. Like
what do we have against humanoid duck and human?
No.
Nothing against that. The creation.
Yeah,
that's different.
She had an egg. Like, come on, people, you guys are weird.
And that was the other thing that would confuse me was like they're at the hospital and she gave birth to an egg and then they left and I'm like,
that's it.
I don't know. Yeah.
Very weird.
I just want to state this. I do love that we're speaking of a universe with scrolls and magic hammers and a human woman pushing out duck egg is the thing that
alien.
Like I don't think that it's impossible for a human woman to do that. I don't even think duck eggs are that big, first of all. But I don't think
he's not a normal.
It's just like, what are you actually giving birth? Like she laid an egg. She didn't even give birth. She laid an egg. You don't give birth to eggs. You laid them. So I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know how
does a child come out of the egg? You gave birth to
yes, but a chicken lays an egg. You don't say, "Oh, that chicken birthed an egg." The chicken laid an egg, and that's what
gave birth.
She laid an egg.
Howard's not he's not an Earth duck. He's a duck from some other planet.
Anyway, we don't have to get.
That's the crazier part. Howard the duck talks, and Jamie's like, "That's not crazy." The egg out as a human.
No. All these years. Listen, if we start questioning, it's a cartoon.
That's why. Yeah, don't overthink it.
That's all I'm saying.
It's still weird, but
sure.
Yeah.
My gripe of the season: Shang-Chi not having his rings.
Yeah, I mean that's understandable. He was still cool.
He was, but I wanted the ring.
That is Shang-Chi.
Not mine.
He went after he said something about rings in the episode. I forget what happened with that.
He's known as the 10 Rings.
Oh, I mean,
because you gotta hit the 10 and he'll show up.
The 10 rings was more a metaphor.
Right. It was.
They should have just been like Knuckle Busters. He could have just done that. 10 rings, Knuckle Busters.
Yeah, whatever. I want the ring. And when next time I see him, have the damn rings. That's all I'm saying.
In the movie, yes. But there's a very good chance those rings could maybe not make it out of this multiverse.
And I will be tweeting for new videos.
It's quite possible.
Just saying, dog.
And I would hate it.
Okay.
What if he gets something different?
Like just hands and feet?
Like they gave him enough shit. They gave him wind powers. He never had that shit.
Like this motherfucker used the Kamehameha. What else do y'all want this man to do?
That was with the 10 rings.
Is that not enough?
Well,
what else?
They gave it to me, so I want it. Okay, thanks. It's interesting that Agatha now can siphon all energy.
That was wild.
So that was interesting. It's a good concept. Now I want to see it in live action. Bring it back to life. Thanks. Let's see what else.
To show you things is so dangerous.
You're right.
It's on a cataclysmic level to show you.
Oh, she can do that. All right. And what else? The show's great. It's fun stuff, fun concepts that I won't forget. Just know that I won't forget the concepts that you introduced to me. Thanks.
Oh yeah, they shouldn't have done that.
I expect when I see Captain Carter again, she better be a watcher. She better be flying around, glowing, eyes glowing.
So let me ask you this: does that only apply to things you like, or should the next time you see Bruce, should he turn into a?
The only thing that matters is what I like.
Okay, got it. Just trying to make sure I understand your level of crazy.
Just to be clear.
It's right where I thought it was. Gotcha. All right. No problem. Well, I want to see Kaiju Bruce. That's what I want. Anytime I see Bruce, I want a Kaiju. That's it. I want Kaiju and I want Pacific Rim to come fight.
I mean, they did that in What If. So
No. I want it in live action.
I'm saying
I'm with you. I want that in live action.
Possible.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what. We about to see Bruce in one of these Avenger movies. If that motherfucker don't turn to a Kaiju, I want you to be just as upset as I am.
I don't care about the Hulk that much. So.
No, but I want you to share in my anger of not bringing
actual
What If to life.
Abilities.
Yeah, is Hulk not an ability?
It's more like an anger management problem. It's more like an anger management problem.
I wish I was a comment.
So did you like Peggy before she became a watcher?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But now I see her with more power. So don't depower her.
You lost Jamie. Jamie's. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I accept characters at their peak power. So once they're at their peak, you can't bring them down. Thanks.
Okay, Jamie, please give me your thoughts on What If, because I got to circle back to what Trayvon just said, but in the next topic. But I don't want to stay here for too long. Go ahead, Jamie.
So, this is unexpected to hear you guys be so positive.
I know. She went to our chat.
I feel like the season ended up being pretty solid. The first half, I was not happy. I was not happy. There were some cool things that happened, and I'm not gonna say like every episode was bad or anything. The first episode with like the kaiju stuff, I didn't really care. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't really care about that too much.
Power Rangers, that's all.
I love Max.
I'm trying to think what happened after the Howard the Duck thing. That was very strange. It was hard to. Once I got past it, I thought it was fun to see all the different villains from like across the MCU. I thought that was cool. But Howard and Darcy's relationship, I didn't think Darcy was going to do something like that. So it made me look at her a little different.
It's a continuation to that episode.
Yeah. And what's funny about that, the Party Thor episode was actually my least favorite episode of season 1. So for them to continue that episode, I was like, that's unfortunate for me. But the Agatha episode, not gonna lie, I was kind of whatever on that one either. I thought it was interesting, that Agatha could absorb all that power, because I was like, did she do anything like this in the Agatha all along? I feel like we saw her absorb power, but the amount of power that she absorbed in the show is like astronomically.
She never tried to absorb power for anything else other than witches.
Yeah, so. That was crazy. That was crazy to see. That was the most interesting part of that episode for me. I like that. Then we had the Red Guardian and Bucky. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I liked the episode, but like it was essentially Falcon and the Winter Soldier for me. I'm like, they didn't give me anything new. I'm not gonna lie. So I was like, you could have given me something a little different there. I don't know. My main gripe with this season, honestly, with the entire series, is that I feel like they could have picked much more interesting what if scenarios, and then actually see them through. Like the Party Thor episode, the title of it was "What if Thor didn't have a brother?" Which I was like, okay, whatever about the title. But then seeing it just made him into a party dude. I was like, and then Loki showed up anyway, and I was like, like that episode was fun. But thinking about it as a what if, I thought it was a missed opportunity. So then when we get to the back half of the season and things are a little bit more connected with like Peggy kind of working with the Watcher to go save other universes, I kind of wish we could have seen more of that in this season, because that's where season 2 kind of like left off. I thought maybe Peggy and the Watcher were going to be like working together a little bit more, and she could have like maybe went to go save different universes. We didn't really get that until like the back half, but that's fine. I don't think we needed to focus too much on her, because honestly, and Didge brought this up when I was talking about like some of my gripes and some of the things I liked about the series. I think the series could have been way different, maybe better, maybe not, as just a pure anthology. Like nothing is connected. We just do random scenarios each episode and then we move on. I do like the connectivity personally, but I think it's because it made me accept the previous episodes that I didn't so much like, because I'm like, oh, at least we're building off of it, so it helped lead up to like outcome XYZ, whatever. But yeah, there were some episodes I liked in there. I liked the Shang-Chi one. I liked Riri. I liked the finale with all of them becoming Watchers. I didn't know that was a thing that was possible. Low key, I feel like the Watcher got scammed, because he was in Watcher Academy. He was speaking to the Eminence, and he was like, so I should maybe take the oath, right? And then Eminence is like, you already did. And I was like, what the hell? When? I'm like, how did that happen? I'm like, this is a scam. Get away from him. That was funny. But yeah, that fight was awesome. Oh, what are you saying, Joel?
So you can watch everything, can't touch anything. You know what I mean? So yeah. It was like, you got to read the fine print, sir.
That was interesting.
You just got to fake it until you get out of the exam. And then you're like, all right, I'm here now.
Yeah, yeah. Essentially, what he
passed. Didn't even know he passed.
I mean,
give me all the power. Thanks.
I've definitely heard you guys say this throughout the season. I don't necessarily disagree. I always look at things like this. I always look at it like, did I care about What If before? Like before it was announced. Like once it was announced, was I hyped? No. This show has done a great job keeping me interested in the fact that it even exists. And that's all I ask. I don't need it. I mean, yes, of course, you need it to be maybe whatever it is that in your head you concocted it to be. But for me, I sometimes just simplify things too. It's how I was able to survive Sony movies, right? To where it's just like,
a defense mechanism.
I don't want a Venom movie, but did it keep me entertained enough to not hate the fact that I spent money to watch it? Yeah. And for me, that's a win, right?
You know,
now, I know for some people that's not good enough, and I accept that. For me, though, What If was never something I ever thought about, I ever needed, I ever wanted, and the fact that we got it and I didn't hate I just chalk that up as a win for me personally. But I'm saying I don't disagree with you guys of maybe could have been more. Maybe.
I think the more hurtful thing, and Trayvon mentioned this, it was like the very last episode where the Watcher is talking, like he comes back and he's talking about like all the different universes and whatnot. You see so many scenarios. I'm like, literally, most of this list looked better than some of the shows they showed in the entire series.
You know what I like
why
about
did they
that
pick
list?
some of these?
A lot of those of the what you're talking about were like characters they haven't even introduced in the MCU yet. Yeah. I love that they blended characters we did know with characters they haven't even shown yet. Like, so people that don't know, they only know. Like, if they're like us, well, most of us that know the comics, we're seeing characters that have not been shown yet. I thought that was really cool. Now, that was only one aspect of the whole thing.
That was cool.
But that was fun.
I will say this. If this helps you and Didge, Jamie.
I still overall, I walked out positive, but I definitely have my gripes. I definitely
No. I completely respect that. Eric Voss did something that I thought was profound and I think might help people accept What If for what it was. He said he kind of left What If feeling like maybe What If was a narrative fully pushed by Kevin, right? Narratively fully pushed by Kevin. And when we see What If come back later, it will be more. That's why it showed it the way that it ended. Maybe the next time we see What If, it will be purely more one-offs, things we couldn't even comprehend, we never thought of, dope ideas. It just maybe felt like it was a narrative fully pushed by Kevin that didn't really give the writers a chance to really stretch their legs, because it felt like it was driving one long story, right? Rather than just random episode. So maybe now that we're getting out of the multiverse saga, maybe whenever they bring What If back, it can be exactly what you and Ditch are saying you want it to be.
So Ditch started on a Riri episode.
He did.
I didn't love that episode. That's hilarious that he stopped it.
That's interesting.
I did not love that episode.
But I tried to tell him, I'm like, oh no, like past that, it's still good. But like, all the stuff in the beginning, it turned him off. So he didn't go for it. But.
I respect it. I love Didge, so I respect it. Trayvon, Joel, AJ, you guys overall like it, or do you guys have thoughts on it?
On the season as a whole?
Yeah.
That was fine. Like you, I didn't have many thoughts on the idea of What If to begin with. I never needed it, nor did I ever care. So it's like I like where I'm at. I don't need you to give me shit that. Well, what if this happened? I'm like, sometimes that's fun, but I also don't really care. But sometimes there's some cool shit. Like I really had fun with some of these episodes. Like I know you didn't like the kaiju one with the robots. I did, and I'm a big fan of giant robots. So
I thought the mech thing was cool, but it was only up for like 3 seconds and then it broke.
Yeah, my problem was they didn't even show me everybody. I got to see like 3 or 4 characters. I didn't get to see fully see all the robots. I'm like, that was bullshit. I felt cheated. I liked the episode, but I got fucked, and I didn't really get to see everybody.
Yeah,
that sucked. I really wanted to see all the robots. That would have been more fun for me. And some of the choices they made, and like, oh, who was this and this and that? I'm like, oh, that was pretty cool. Some of them were fine. Like the whole Agatha one was out of nowhere. I never would even consider that. I'm like, we're so out of left field. Fun, but it was never something I was looking for. I did like the Western one. I don't know how that time works. Where they I guess they're now in a different time, like 1800. With him and Kate Bishop. I thought that was fun. Shang-Chi, Kate Bishop, and the return of Walton Goggins' character from fucking Ant-Man and the Wasp. That was out of nowhere. Sonny Birch. I thought that was fun. The weird Howard the Duck episode. I love Howard. I know there's out there that we get a lot of him in What If. And that whole, like you said, probably didn't love the Party Thor episode either. So it was kind of weird they kind of expanded off of that. Even though Birdie was a cool character, I did like how they called themselves the Exiles. Like, that was.
I didn't notice that.
That was a little. To me,
that could be the next show.
What, Exiles? I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, they're watchers now.
Be interesting.
I mean, we would need new Exiles.
I kind of want an episode on like. So, do you call her Thor, Storm, Thor, just Storm?
No, she's just Storm that has Mjolnir. She's still just Storm. That's what she was calling herself as she was gone in the air.
Yes, she's Storm. I call her Goddess of Thunder.
Because look at it like this. Jamie, that Beta Ray Bill has the hammer. They just call him Beta Ray Bill. They don't call him Thor.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Stormbreaker is his hammer then. That was cool. Love seeing Storm out of nowhere. I know we saw it in the trailers, but imagine if we didn't. That would have been fucking crazy. I was like, oh shit, that would have been nuts.
Especially bringing the original voice back. That was
I would have lost my shit. I was like, what? That was cool. So yeah, again, there were some cool episodes. And I had fun with some of the old like season 2 episodes. There was a lot of cool episodes there, and season 1 had some fun ones. So it'll be missed because I like how creative they can get with all this stuff. Yeah. And like you said, you saw the pictures, all the little like fusions of certain characters. Like there's shit out there that could be fun. There's still a lot of crazy ideas I'm sure they can come up with that I'd be down to watch. But it's also something I'm not going to necessarily miss. Like, oh, it's gone. Fuck it. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm down for whatever they want to do next.
Hopefully it's Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Anyway, Trayvon, your thoughts
really on I kind of said earlier. The show overall was a fun time. I wasn't that like, oh, what if? Let's see. As I watched the show more, it just gave me ideas on what these characters can do. So that's where I went. Except for Shang-Chi, you roll back on him.
That's more or less what he actually is.
Everybody else, that was cool. Giving power-ups and, Agatha can do more. That kind of stuff is cool to me. I'm like, oh, okay.
Wait, hold on. I have to ask this. I'm sorry. It's just burning a hole in my head. Mm-hmm. So did you not enjoy almost the entirety of that Shang-Chi movie up until the end? He only got the rings at the end of the movie. He was just using his hands and feet all that movie until the very end of that movie. Right. So did you not enjoy the movie up until that point?
But the Shang-Chi I ended with had the rings.
That's not what I'm asking. I am asking, when you watch the movie, were you not enjoying it that entire time?
I want to go forward.
What if it's backwards?
That was really backwards. That was 1800s backwards.
That's why I didn't like it that much. I was like, oh, this is cool. He's here.
I'm sorry, because the whole time you're talking about he has power. I want him to continue to have power. I'm sitting here and I'm like, he was just hands and feet that whole movie to like the last 10 minutes of that movie.
And I liked the movie a lot.
So you liked him in the entire movie?
I did, but what did he end with, Juwan?
Okay. Nope, you just proved my point. That's all I'm saying.
What did he end with?
No, all I'm saying is when
just like Wanda can't go back to Endgame Wanda. Okay? We need to stick with WandaVision Wanda.
I mean, she died. What if she did?
Endgame Wanda was pretty strong. I don't know what you.
What if she died until the magic like.
Thanks.
Wanda almost single-handedly killed Thanos. So I don't know how much more stronger
she could have done that with a snap of a finger. If she was
AJ, did you like What If at all?
What's the point?
Not really. I tried to watch it. I ended up falling asleep to it. Like I tried multiple times. I was like,
So like, have you seen the previous 2 seasons and you were into that and like the season just didn't do it, or just in general?
I did like the previous 2 seasons.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, this season was an interesting way to end it.
So the thing is, like, I probably like slept for like 5 minutes each time. Like every time I woke up, a new episode came on, and I just went back to sleep. So I understand like the gist of each episode, and then I don't understand the whole episode. So it's like, I'm not gonna go back to it.
I get it.
Well,
all right. Well, look, it can't please everyone, right?
Yeah.
But it did what it could for some, and for Trayvon, who knows? All right. To get to Sonic, I thought Sonic 3 was great. I loved it. It hit all the necessary beats that I needed it to. And then when I thought it couldn't hit more beats, the end credit scenes. And I was just like, oh, whoa. I mean, well, goddamn. You got better.
Yeah.
Like, you increasingly got better. Would have never thought. Congratulations to them. Proud of that.
Correct.
Huh?
I told you it's going to be good. I was scared. I was like, I hope he likes it.
But I like it.
Yeah,
I went in very.
Remember, I hyped it up.
Oh, the post credit scene.
I hyped it up before you went in.
Man, there were some kids in there. They didn't know what they was looking at. I'm like, oh my gosh, the youth of today.
These movies are not for them.
Pink Sonic? Who is the Pink Sonic? I'm like,
no, wait, hold on.
These movies are not for them.
No. Hold on.
I
don't know about that.
To be fair,
it's 50-50.
No.
To be fair, I can forgive kids not knowing Amy, not knowing Shadow. What I will not forgive kids for is when me and Joelle went to go see a screener of the first Sonic, and none of those kids knew Tails. Not a one knew Tails. That to me is more absurd. Because Jamie, think about it. You see Sonic with Tails, but then you see Sonic with Amy. Tails is literally like his Robin.
Look, it was so cool the second time I saw it. The kid was like, "That's Amy." I was like, "Oh, look at them! Look at them knowing stuff."
Yeah, these North Carolina kids, they ain't no shit.
Oh,
they ain't no shit.
They're not well educated.
Damn.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I left the school system, something happened.
Something was in the water over there.
I'm sure that there are very smart North Carolina kids, and you know what? This doesn't even have to do with intelligence. They're just not nerds, okay? Y'all need to get your nerd up.
They're not cultured. That's better term.
They're uncultured swine. I got it too far.
Before I pass it to you, Trayvon, I didn't expect to see Supersonic, let alone Super Shadow.
Yeah.
So
really,
did you really not? Really?
Was that an expectation? I'm confused.
That was like the main thing I expected to see.
Yeah,
it was not an expectation for me. I was pleasantly surprised.
You gotta do it.
Okay,
you gotta do it.
I was like, "Where the hell the emerald at? Come on."
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, I like Sonic for being just Sonic. I don't need.
I didn't expect them to share the power though. That was cool. That was good.
Yeah,
I still have questions.
There's plenty of questions to be had. We've had this conversation.
Left on a couple.
I got questions. Well, I got a question actually.
I want to know where the emerald is. where are they?
They have them.
I mean,
Knuckles.
You just summon them whenever they want to. That's all the question.
Yes. No.
I thought that the dog was guarding the emerald at first. Oh, it was Wade. Wade had the
Wade.
Yeah.
They have them. They showed you that mid-fight, like when Sonic hit Knuckles.
I saw that. But it's interesting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how it works in a game and how it works in
they have half
the
of
movies.
them. Each of them have half of them.
Yeah, they have half of them. You know.
Yeah.
Was there? How many are there?
6, right? 6. I think there's has to be more.
It's been a minute since.
Maybe it's 8. I think maybe it's 8.
Maybe
it's either 6 or 8.
It could have been 8. I don't know.
Yeah, because it looked like it was 8. Still go for it. But anyway, I loved it. Great end credit scene. The theater went crazy. I appreciate that. Joelle's Twitter went crazy.
Yeah, she knows who Amy is. Kids.
She loved Amy. So that was a great theater experience.
And I got Metal Sonic. I wasn't expecting that. Oh
yeah,
shit. Metal Sonics.
I do give Trayvon credit because he did tell me that the villain that they were setting up was not who I was hoping it was, but I was very happy that I was wrong. So I give you that. Remember, I thought we were building towards chaos.
Oh,
yeah. I thought we were building
the white
chaos.
Sonic.
Imagine.
No. Chaos is, remember the watery creature that had the emerald in its head? It was like Sonic's vision.
See, now you're outside of my realm of Sonic because I'm like, maybe I don't know.
Oh, maybe you never played Sonic.
It's that North Carolina education, and like I don't know.
No. If you never played Sonic Adventures, you probably wouldn't know.
I've only played Sonic Colors and Sonic 1.
That's crazy. That's some blasphemous shit.
I am not good at platforming. I have astigmatism in both eyes, so my depth perception is not great. It's not great. I thought for a while, I'm like, maybe I'm just trash, and I probably am. But it also doesn't help that I can't see.
Do me a favor.
You're not good at platformer.
Just you guys share your thoughts on the movie, and then Joelle or Trayvon, if you guys just wrap it up.
Listen, I can't ever please this man. I watched Godfather, but now it's Sonic. It's Sonic.
Baby, you are one of, if not the biggest gamer I know. So for me to have played more Sonic games than you is crazy.
Did you beat the games?
No, of course not. Well,
I beat Sonic Colors. I almost quit.
Sonic Colors? No. You know which one I beat? I beat the I have it on my Switch.
Sonic Forces.
Yes, Sonic Forces.
That's the game I quit.
You know,
sold it.
I beat Sonic Forces. I beat that.
People don't flex with that one. I'm not gonna lie.
I beat Sonic Adventure. I beat Sonic Adventure 2. I beat Sonic 1. I played
the Sonic Racing game. That was super fun.
All right, yeah, y'all go ahead and pass it
you
around.
Don't like
I'm gonna get out of here.
All right. Get him out of here.
Super Sonic, Super Shadow. Loved it.
I
Too
beat
much about it.
The first 3 Sonic games. 1, 2, 3. I beat those.
That's pretty good. That's impressive.
And Advance. I think I beat Advance. Sonic Advance. But that's it. I never played Adventures. I've seen people play Adventures. Never actually played. That was past. That was not. They changed. They changed. I prefer Sonic platforming over the 3D shit. But that again, that was when I wasn't gonna get a fucking Dreamcast or.
It is fun. I just get frustrated after a while because I'd be missing platforms.
I want a new one. What's it called?
Frontier.
No.
The other one.
The Sonic X Shadow Generations.
Yeah, that one.
Frontier's free in PS Plus.
Yeah, no, I was gonna download it. Try it out.
Yeah,
I might try that out, but I do want to play the what's it called, Frontiers? Generations.
Generations.
I was gonna play that one.
Yeah,
I hear it's good.
Cool.
I hear
I heard good things.
I heard good things too. I'm like, I haven't. I can get used to the 3D way, and I can play my old way with better graphics. That's all I ever wanted recently. Just upgrade my platforming. You know, that's why I play Mario. I play Mario Wonder. I'm like, I love how beautiful it looks.
Mario Wonder is a trippy ass game, but I love.
This. I have so much fun with it. Watching my daughter try to play it is very funny. She sometimes has fun.
She'll get it. She'll get it. She'll figure it out.
Perception. Maybe she has astigmatism.
Maybe. Honestly, it could be it.
What is so hard?
But to go back to the movie, so something that I heard from people, and I'm curious on you guys' perspective. People were saying that this is the closest thing to a Dragon Ball Z movie that they've ever seen.
Oh, funny.
I feel like I can see why they said that, but I think they set me up for failure when they said that. How do you guys feel about that statement?
I feel that that's closer than what Matrix Revelation, the third one. They tried to do something similar, but it was nowhere near as fast or as cool. Mm-hmm. So I think Sonic did it better. So yeah, I agree there. Maybe not exactly because I 100% believe I can do a Dragon Ball Z movie and it wouldn't be like that. But I see what they're doing.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I mean aspects of both. I'd go there.
I have 3, I guess, with the Sonic one, the Shang-Chi fight about, and also the end of What If. the way they were fighting the sky.
I mean, yeah. But it's also like Sonic, it's live action and animated in a sense. So I don't know. You can
but that sequence was just all animated. So
you gotta remember the thing with Dragon Ball Z is sometimes you can't even see what's happening. You gotta you know what I mean? Like that's the best part about it.
So I feel like that wasn't a great statement for me to read as someone who hadn't seen the movie yet. I feel like post seeing the movie, like you could say that, but not having seen the movie, I feel like I got more hyped up than I probably should have been. But I enjoyed it. I honestly, I don't know. I feel like every podcast I get on, I kind of sound like a hater. I'm just trying to be honest.
Guys, Jamie is just naturally pessimistic. You have to leave her alone.
I feel like anytime there's something that I love, we never podcast about it. But with this movie, I don't hate this movie. I'll just put that.
Hates everything else.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's what it seems like. That's the narrative this building out. But I don't hate this movie. I actually enjoyed this movie, but I feel like my level of enjoyment didn't change from 2 to 3. I think 2 might still be the best for me in terms of I just like how much fun I had. I think the stuff with Eggman and his grandfather.
That was his grandfather.
Yeah. I thought that was fun, but it felt like
a little much.
It was a little much because I thought Shadow was going to be the big bad, but then they have Eggman and his grandpappy and getting to know him, and then there's the agency or whatever. It felt like there was a lot going on. So I wish they could have maybe condensed that a little bit, but it's also, even though Trayvon disagrees a little bit, I feel like this movie is not necessarily pointed at adults fully. No. I think it's there's gonna be some. I think adults maybe can connect with it more just because we know Sonic more. But I think this is mostly targeted at the kids that are going to buy the toys and get into the games and all that kind of stuff.
No, when I say that, it's like we grew up with it.
Yeah.
So that's why I say that. It's fun. It's funny. So when they came out with what was it? This is a weird comparison, but like when Finding Dory and all those that came out, whatever, I was like, this is not for y'all.
Wait, say it again. You cut out.
Finding Dory. When Finding Dory came out, I was like, this is.
You know,
there's certain things I'm just like, if I grew up with it, I'm like, y'all don't know about this.
Yeah,
this is for me.
Yeah.
So
the Dora movie was that was pretty good.
Yeah,
that was really fun.
That was my thoughts.
I did not watch
stuff like that.
You should watch it. Actually, it was fun.
It was also sad.
Yeah,
it was sad to sit there.
Yeah, it was an interesting movie. But yeah, they had really amazing fights between Sonic and Shadow. That the Super Saiyan part, I can see that applying to that fully. Yes. That was awesome. Nobody else. It was just Sonic and Shadow, right? Because I think Tails and Knuckles also have like a heightened form, right?
That they do, but they didn't do it.
Yeah. I don't think.
I think that's more used in the comic book.
It's coming. It's gonna come. It's gonna happen.
You think so?
I remember as a kid, I was like, "What?" Because I remember Turbo Tails and Hyper Knuckles, and like, is that real? Is there people making shit up? I'll never actually see it. So I know everyone has it. Like if you play the old, like some games, you can get there with them. Mm-hmm. Not sure if they're just super or what they called. What I called them.
What happened is Sonic had knocked out. The emeralds will come out and they'll pick them up. And there you go. But I bet you that's what's happening.
And now we'll get Amy, so we'll get like more of Team Sonic.
That's gonna be interesting. I'm wondering what angle they do with Amy, because there's like, I feel like for the most of the time that I've been aware of Amy's character, she's been a toxic character. I kind of hope they don't go. I mean, like, I feel like Amy is like a little toxic, period. So like you can include a little toxicity, but don't make her as bad as I feel like she's been up until maybe the past 10 years or so, because I feel like that's too much, especially now. It's just too much.
Tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Introduce
like she can still like have a crush on Sonic, but have a life as well. Do something else.
Nothing wrong with that. Don't be obsessed.
It's crazy. Don't be obsessed.
Bad luck. It's a bad luck.
Yeah.
Learn from Frankenstein.
Oh God. Yes, please. Yeah. Take lessons from Frankenstein. Don't do that.
Don't be like that.
Don't be like him. Yeah.
No. They'll probably turn it down, especially with kids. They don't want to show that kind of obsession. Around
hopefully
people.
Not. Yeah.
Relax. You're a super fan.
Oh, speaking of crazy things, that I did not expect Eggman's granddad to just be vaporized. That was insane. He literally just like, and I was like, no way, they just did that.
They were so campy, the two of them throughout that. For me, it was a little too much. I get it for kids; it was fine. Kids could take it, but for me as an adult, sometimes it was like, "What the fuck? Why are they dancing through lasers?" Whatever.
That part, I'm not gonna lie. I knew you were talking about that, and it was very campy. But I'm not gonna lie. A part of me was like, "They got that shit.
They did that shit." I sat there, I'm like,
they hit that shit.
It's just so stupid.
Like me and who?
I was thinking that a lot. I was like, "This is so stupid." What's happening now?
Yeah, it was silly.
They make him less and less dangerous feeling. It's the main villain, man.
This is true.
That is. Do you think that? I can't remember what happened with Egg. He didn't. No, he got transported to another world, I think. So his henchman. Do you feel like he is gonna like maybe start something? Because now that he's like, he thinks Eggman is dead, and it seems like he kind of been running things. Like he was a little vigilante at the beginning. I'm like, maybe he becomes his own dude.
I think it was a lover. Closet lover.
It was an interesting relationship.
I was like,
he's in love with him.
Minute.
He is so definitely in love with him.
Yeah.
It's so funny. But
yeah,
that's just movie stupid. But I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know, because we know he's alive.
We won't have to wait as long as the Batman.
That's fair. I mean, we already
really?
Right? Do we have a date?
Do you think the next Sonic is going to come out before 2027?
Let me see. What is it right now? We're in 25.
Yes.
I think so. I think. Well, like they announced that there is a 4 coming. At least they're working on it.
Yeah.
A part 4.
Maybe.
So I
We
would
already
be
got the
surprised.
design down.
It'll probably come out the same year as Batman if we're lucky.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it'll probably come out the same year.
It'll probably come out the same year if I had to take a guess.
But I'm saying it's also not a 5-year wait. That's what I'm saying.
Well, no, I mean,
yeah.
Batman had to go through COVID and then whatever issues he's dealing with at home. So we'll see what happens. Sadly,
Juwan left us.
Oh, he legit left. Yeah. Was that all? I think that was it. I mean, unless you got more to say about Sonic, I'll say this. I got one more thing to say before we leave.
Okay.
I think I said it last time we were on here, but what was it called? Secret Level?
Oh, did we not talk about? Or y'all?
We did. I think I mentioned this before, but I'm like, I want. As good as Sonic has been, we have 3 movies. We're going on 4 now.
Mm-hmm.
We need a Mega Man movie. I can fucking feed it now. After seeing that clip on that episode, I fell in love, and I'm like, if it looks like that, give us an animated movie. I'll take an animated movie. If it looks like that, I'll take it. Oh my god, that movie!
You never know. Sony's going Hollywood, man. There's a lot of properties that are getting movies.
Sony more movie centric, but Capcom, you know how they are, and they can't seem to do a fucking Resident Evil movie right. So it's like,
hard.
I'll make a Pac-Man movie. Thanks. Leave that alone.
Oh, what? Which
that
one?
Was freaky.
The Pac-Man episode.
Oh, they're doing a game. I didn't know that was promoting.
Yeah, the game. It was promotion for the game, which was insane.
That was weird. What's it called? You remember the name?
No, I don't. I was just shocked at it.
I won't be.
I'm like, when I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh fuck, this is just promoting a game. That's crazy.
That was
I didn't see that coming.
That was a dark episode.
That was.
But I only bring it up because I like Mega Man. I feel like it's the only character from my youth.
I haven't seen that episode yet.
Which one?
There's a Mega Man one?
Yeah, there's a Mega Man. You never seen it yet? It's like 6.
Is it today?
No, it was the second batch of the Secret Level.
I think it was on the first.
No, it was on
the second batch.
Was it?
Because I think was the last one not Warhammer? Or was the one before Warhammer? I forget. I mean, after Warhammer, I forget.
Yeah, Pac-Man was after Warhammer.
I don't know.
I forget. I know Mega Man was one of the first ones of the new batch. But I loved it. So I'm like, and it was very short. It was, I think, one of the shorter ones too.
That was the part that I wasn't happy with.
Yeah, I was like, this is some bullshit. Very upset.
I don't know why the decisions they made with like giving so much time to some things over others, I didn't understand.
Yeah, especially shit that I never heard of. What is this game? Never heard of this game.
Yeah,
I am come back for season 2.
Yeah, for season 2, I'm really curious, like what's gonna happen with that, especially since they've seen. I have to see like what the ratings are for, because I know me personally, like I'm kind of like it was all right, it was cool, and some of the like gaming podcasts I listen to, they kind of said the same thing. So I wouldn't say it's overwhelmingly like, yes, we need more Secret Level, blah, blah, blah. But clearly, enough people watched it where they like greenlit season 2. So I'm curious, like, who else might come to the table. I think the showrunners were saying like they approached IP that like Amazon already had a relationship with. So some things that were missing from that, like Fallout didn't get something. Outer Worlds did, which is kind of similar to Fallout, but I hope they don't do what they did with Outer Worlds with Fallout. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But I'm hoping they get like some Nintendo IP, some Xbox stuff. Whoever said no last time, hopefully
Nintendo IP. I don't know if we'll get Nintendo IP, but
I mean. Maybe a
Smash Brothers. I would love that.
A Smash Brothers thing, maybe. Well, actually, that might be more complicated.
More like likely.
No, they're trying to get to that movie.
You got to remember,
if Smash Brothers Melee, because that didn't have all the characters. That just had like mainly like Nintendo stuff. They could do that.
I'm about to say if it was Nintendo centric, it'll probably just focus on the original 8 characters from the first game. You know what I mean?
We could do that. And
that would be still very cool to watch.
That would be kind of like the Unreal Tournament episode that they did, which I actually really like.
That would be something. That was fun. That was a fun episode.
Yeah,
there's so many gaming IPs out there. Like, all right, so I chose Mega Man. What gaming IP would you like to see made into like maybe an animated movie or a live action.
Well,
something that's gonna hit the heart. Like, oh man, I would love to see that.
Oh, something's gonna hit my heart.
Yeah, nostalgia.
Something that I've been thinking about this game franchise recently, and I'm like, I should go back and play it. Fusion Frenzy. It was this party game that I think was exclusive to just the Xbox systems, but it's pretty much like Mario Party, except it's like this interesting group of teens that all play these kind of different games and stuff, and they look all edgy and stuff. It's very 2000s. I would love to see another like Fusion Frenzy game, but an episode in general, I would love to see that because they could kind of do like a Squid Game thing with that if they wanted to.
They could. That sounds interesting. That's definitely a different take on
it. For me,
or Jet Set Radio.
Trey, you're young.
The first thing I thought of was Castlevania, but I know we have the animated show already.
Yeah,
and it's coming back soon.
But a live action one would be cool.
Live action would be cool. That's fair.
Cool.
Yeah.
But we do got the and we got Devil May Cry coming. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. When is that?
Power Rangers would be great. Would be great.
Talking about video games, but okay, Power Rangers was
a video game.
Yes, so. But they weren't. That's not where it started. Gaming, but yes, that would be fun too. Like they almost did an animated Power Rangers. That would have been fun.
That would have been fun.
Or Power Rangers anime. I'm surprised there really isn't one. The closest thing is that Go-Go Ranger anime, which I actually enjoy that.
Go-Go's Ranger, yeah. I liked it a lot more towards the end. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of ready.
It took a while, but after the first couple episodes, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I can't think of no other thing I've played. Shinobi.
You played the classic Shinobi?
A long time ago.
The Genesis one?
Yes.
Wow, Trayvon, that one would hit hard for me too. Actually, Shinobi's awesome.
Shinobi would be dope.
Yeah. That's all I think of it. Oh, there was a game called Gauntlet Dark Legacy. It was like a game where you had like 4 characters playing together. You had like go get rings, magic. The game was fun. That's a game I used to play a lot. Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess we can tell everybody where to find everybody and get out of here.
Jamie? That's fine. Jamie, you start.
Yeah, you guys can find me at Swiper_Prime on Twitch and YouTube. We will be streaming Marvel Rivals tomorrow since there's some new the maps
tomorrow. That is tomorrow.
Yeah, the maps and the Fantastic Four come out tomorrow. So if y'all you guys should actually stream it too because there'll be Twitch drops, so you guys can pick up a new costume for Hella.
I don't really know how Twitch drop works.
You have to watch the stream for a certain amount of time. I don't even think you have to watch somebody else's stream, but you probably have the best bet to watch.
Just open up Twitch.
Yeah.
And you let it roll?
Yeah. You just let it run.
Just watch somebody play. Watch
for an hour, you said?
Watch somebody playing a game with the game.
It's probably a couple hours, yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you get? You know what? If I know the show.
You get like I think a sticker and something else, and then the last reward is a costume for Hella. I got the Twitch thing for Magneto, and that's a cool costume. So yeah, I got some decent drops. So
yeah, I'm excited for season 1. We never talk Rivals. We gotta talk Rivals more here. We all enjoy it. We should.
I was gonna say you're talking about lore because I don't know anything about the lore.
Just like who we'd like to see, all different things like that.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow. We can do a stream tomorrow.
We can do it during the stream. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Why not? You can hear me complain and yell, and then they'll kick me off of Twitch.
Like I don't know him. I'm not associated with him. How did he get on this broadcast?
Anyway, Trayvon.
I am nerd with this everywhere except on TikTok while it's still here. It has an underscore behind it.
Countdown.
Except for TikTok for now.
Yeah, for now. There's Lemonade now as well. My name is also Nerd with the Tech on that. So.
No underscore?
Lemon8.
Lemon8.
Yeah, some new app that they're pushing. I don't know.
Is it like TikTok?
It's like Instagram, but TikTok.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So isn't Instagram just
they're pushing it on TikTok for people to move over there. So I don't know.
That's so fun. There's always like extra like Blue Sky. So I still haven't touched that one.
Yeah, I'm on Blue Sky as well.
It's hard. I feel like people slowly start migrating back. I'm like, no, y'all gotta stay. No, I'm here. I don't want to be here.
Once in a while. I'll jump on Threads once in a while. That's about it.
I need something that lets me post across everything, and then I'll be all right. Because
that's the problem. Not everybody's there. That's it.
Yeah. It's hard.
And then Threads doesn't work the same with the hashtag. So it's just like
it's a little different.
I dropped off on Threads. I'm not gonna I look every once in a while, but
sometimes I like it, but it's not. Still X is my main go to. And
I try to do more Blue Sky than X, but yeah.
But that's hard. Where you'll find me if you really can. Instagram or X, Twitter, whatever the fuck we'll call it. I'm on that.
Yeah.
At Joel_J27. It's mostly where you'll find me. And of course, we have our shows like today, where we'll for now, and then we'll go back to Wednesdays next week. Actually, I'm doing a mid-season review and all-stars, pre all-star selection for the NBA next week, next Thursday.
Oh, you're talking about a show on like mid-season?
Yeah, we're doing. Yeah, we have a regular show, which is like this. This is our normal talk show on Nothing Uncensored. Whatever the fuck we call ourselves. And then, but we're gonna have a sports show Thursday. So you guys
we're gonna pick the Hornets, Hornets and the Knicks. Those are my teams.
I will have my all-star selections ready. I already have. I'm already putting my slides together. So I'm prepared. Okay. I'm ready. I'm excited because it's been we're almost halfway through. And a lot of us have our decision on who we think might make the All-Star team.
Oh, it's definitely not the Hornets. Then the Hornets been doing real bad.
All-Stars for specific individuals, so not the whole team. Unfortunately, like there's at least 2 Hornets that could make the All-Star team based on their numbers. But your team is so trash, I just can't get it in me to have them make the All-Star team.
Just a pity us. Put us in there.
You have potential. There are players on that team. You will get there eventually. It's just,
I hope so.
Not this year.
North Carolina sports.
You have a hell of a backcourt. Let me put it that way. Your backcourt is very good. Again, there's a lot of potential there. So we'll see.
I'm talking so much. I haven't seen the game.
There's some good players there.
It's a Thursday, right?
Wednesday,
we're doing a regular show. Then Thursday, you're doing the sports show.
Right, because we do our regular show Wednesdays. We moved it to Thursday because of the Creature Commandos.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like I've been on here on Thursdays.
That's what I mean. We've been doing Thursdays the last couple weeks. The last couple weeks. I mean, every time, 4 Creature Commandos. And before that, we did it for Wanda. So, for
Agatha.
Agatha. I was like that one. But yeah, so we've been doing Thursdays a lot lately because of the scheduling. But normally it's a Wednesday show. And we'll be changing it back to Wednesday next week.
So. I see.
All righty. Well, all right, everybody. Bye.
See you guys.